How is it going, peeps? Welcome to our very first episode of Trapped in a Dungeon on the Bearded Buddies channel. I'm Gavin,
And I'm Glynn.
and welcome to the very first episode, even this is our fucking third attempt at a fucking first episode.
Lost episodes. They don't count.
It's all good.
They don't count as one. All right.
Right.
I labeled them
Right.
as point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, and I guess now we have a point 5.
0.5, there we go.
But this is 1.
Shit.
1.0.
Hell yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh, so how's it going, man? It's been
going.
a minute.
Yeah. It's going, man. Not a whole lot different going on. I mean, I'm trying to finally start streaming again.
Yeah.
But other
Yeah,
than
that's
that,
right. You told me about the Warhammer minifig painting stream that you did,
Yep.
which is actually up on his channel now. Everybody.
Yes, it is. I didn't finish them, so I'm gonna finish them. It's hard to tell, but I'm gonna try to finish them. This coming weekend. Here, I do have a finished one right here, though.
Oh, nice.
I finished.
Nice.
This is the Sergeant. We got to move the light on him for the
Okay.
Terminator Squad. If it focuses, there, it's a little better.
There we
Still
go.
kind of dark, but
Yeah.
it is what
Except
it
for
is.
the Blood Angels.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Blood Angels assault Terminators with Thunder Hammers. Or Power Hammers. I forget what they're called.
Ew. Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck they're called. I think it's Power Hammer. I don't know.
Let's see if it's on the box.
Oh shit. Oh, it's right in the box. Yeah.
Because I know it's. I think the other weapon's Blood Talons. No, it's not. Oh well. I have the instructions somewhere over there.
Over in yonder, fucking
And the codexes and all that.
all that shit. Yeah. It's all good. If there's any Warhammer buffs, let us know down in the comments.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm gonna try and.
still learning.
Yeah, I was still learning, but
There's a lot to dig into with fucking Warhammer, man. There's
Yeah.
so much shit to it.
And I added more to it, which we'll get into in a second. Yeah, I mean, I have a full army. I actually kind of sort of soft point valued it out. It said like, it's over 2,100 points that I have right now, which is great. That means I technically don't need to buy anything else. I need to actually look at how to make the different detachments and see if I can make like an actual legal, which I think I can make a pretty legal, like an actual like decent army with it. But yeah, I'm actually trying to go through and like paint it all. Most of it's partially built and all ready to just be primed and painted. Those are almost done. Those Terminators, it's a squad of 5 with the Sergeant, which is done, and the 4 other guys. Which all I have left is to do their arms with the hammers and do the details on the body. I already did the helmets, the shields, and that arm, and the shoulder pauldrons and all that stuff, all the extra pieces. But yeah, I'll try and finish that this weekend, and work on my Redemptor Dreadnoughts. That I'm excited for. That's a big boy.
It's gonna be. Damn.
Yeah, you got to start getting
work.
you some codexes and some minis and stuff.
I really fucking do.
I mean, I'm. Go ahead.
I'm inching closer to getting that PC. So as soon as I get
Right.
that PC, I think the next 2 big things that I'm going to be investing in are Warhammer stuff for my Black Templars, because Black Templars are fucking badass as shit.
They are pretty cool.
For a minute, I was going back and forth between fucking doing Sisters of Battle and
That's another good one.
and Black Templars, and I was just like, I don't know, dude. Like, they're both fucking like.
I just
so
changed my
badass
wallpaper on my
looking.
computer to Sister of Battle.
The fucking nuns with guns, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Probably eventually, even if it's just like a small kill team, I'm eventually gonna get
Something.
fucking Yeah,
I
of
mean,
each fucking one.
so this year for Christmas, I'm gonna put it. I keep telling myself I need to put it in the group. Where I think you might have talked about it. Where instead of like everyone in our friend group buying everybody something, like we've been
Yeah,
doing, I think we're just gonna do one of those like white elephant type parties where everyone just buys like two things, and then it all goes into a pile, and we like draw for random. You get like steal prizes and stuff, steal presents and stuff. Um, I'm definitely going to do a squad of Warhammer. I don't know what. Because I mean, obviously, if I did like a Black Templars, one of the Black Templar boxes, I mean, you're definitely going to want that. But I mean, it will be up for steel too. We got to figure out how we want to do it. If we want to do like one or two steals, um, and I'm sure like we can make you can make deals with people who are like, hey, don't come on. Because how I want to do it is so normally we do there's like seven of us I think in the group total, and
I think that's right.
because it's
Yeah,
you,
because
me,
me, you,
Michael, Jordan, Lurie,
Pikachu,
Ray,
yeah,
and Gabby.
yeah, seven. Fuck, man.
And so we normally do a limit of like 20, around 20 ish. I say a soft limit because we have gone over, but like of like 20 ish
Yeah,
dollars. And if you do the math, I mean, without like any extra shipping or any extra taxes, that's already $140. But
yeah,
you could do
that's a lot.
two $40 to $50 gifts, and you're only spending $80 to $100, and that's it. That's all you got to get. And so you're getting nicer shit for people and spending less money because it would be $140 otherwise. So you're saving not you for extra $40 you're not spending, but you're getting nicer stuff. Of course, it's going to kind of
Yeah,
somewhat have to be like generic kind of group stuff that most people will be into.
yeah, yeah. Because I've been thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, there's games, but like at the same time, there's a couple of us who don't even have like the same consoles as
Yeah,
everybody else. So
but
like Jordan, like I mean, he's always on like PlayStation or
yeah, his
Switch.
PlayStation.
Those are the two
He
big
does have a
ones.
gaming computer,
Yeah,
so he can play on that. And but yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, not for 5% of the time. But if he's playing, he's on his Switch or his PlayStation. But I mean,
yeah,
other than that, I mean, everyone else has a Xbox, and
yeah,
pretty much everyone else except you has a computer and Ray. And I mean, I mean, most stuff's crossplay, so it's like that's the only thing is what console would you get something for?
right. That's the thing. Yeah.
That's the only thing you got to think about with
Well,
something like that.
yeah. Cause yeah, Larry just got or ordered a fucking
He
PS5,
already
even
got it.
though
Yeah.
oh he already got it
Oh
in.
yeah. He only like a day or two shipping.
Yeah.
I think he uploaded a video of him like unboxing it or something or showing it off.
Uh, yeah. And I don't think he was trying. I don't think he understood what me and Michael were trying to get at with him on in the group chat when he posted the picture of his order for it. Because like he went on like a whole rant before about like PlayStation sucks and shit like this, and how he gave his PS4
Well,
to his kid.
he's buying the PS5 so that he has that, and then giving his four to his kid.
Yeah, which is the weird part because it's like I don't ever hear him talk about like other than like fucking rant about PlayStation.
I don't know. He just bought it. I don't know why he
I,
bought it.
yeah, I was just kind of like,
Cause I don't think he already has a series. So I don't know why he didn't just get that.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I really don't. That man's odd.
Fucking
That
the devil
fucking man.
tempted me earlier when I was at the store earlier today. My local Walmart had like three or four Series X's.
Oh, a couple of them, yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, they might not be here in a couple days.
yeah.
Because every time I
It's
see that
gonna.
they have
It's.
them, they're gone like the next time I go.
Oh yeah, like those things fucking go so fast.
And what's crazy is I've
Like, I
never
mean,
seen them
I'll
have a
see.
PS5 in stock.
Yeah, PS5s I've never seen in stock. Like, it's always Switches
Well, yeah,
and like
there's always a
Series
couple Switches.
S's.
Yeah, usually it's what's the it's usually it's Series S's, and I've seen them
Yeah,
have them several times. But this time it was all just X's, which that's the one. That's what
yeah,
I'm getting when I eventually get one. But I
yeah.
am probably before the end of the year getting a new TV. it's probably I was thinking about it, it's probably about time because I've had this one for I mean I've had this one for a long time, but it's still fine, works perfectly great. But it's not 4K and it's not a high uh, refresh rate, and they're
Yeah.
pretty goddamn cheap right now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I was like, I mean, I got my Roku TV
That's what mine is.
and I
It's
have
a
my
Roku.
monitor,
Yeah,
and it's like, I mean, they're still really good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but eventually I'm gonna have to make the upgrade.
well, yeah. I mean, because are either of them even 4K for you?
No, they're not even
Well,
4K.
that's the thing. I mean, the computer you're gonna buy, I guarantee, will be able to play 4K stuff.
Oh,
You have a
yeah.
Series S which could do 4K stuff. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Like, yeah, I think that's gonna be other than once I get my computer, I think it's gonna be Warhammer,
a TV somewhere.
and then yeah, and then somewhere like a probably a monitor first, honestly, for the fucking PC.
Yeah,
But
that's what I mean. That's what I did.
yeah, I've been just kind of like going down the list of like shit that I need to like start investing to
Hmm.
like, especially for the now like the channel and everything. I was like, okay, well, probably get like a couple cameras, for like different fucking videos and shit.
Yeah,
Probably gonna have to do that eventually. Yeah, I mean, really
couple
just
lights,
fucking
that kind of stuff.
yes, yeah, some like lighting. I need definitely want to get some fucking like different fucking light bulbs so I could at least like change up the color and
Hmm.
scenery in the fucking room at least so it's not like this
Yeah,
bright ass just fucking white.
yeah. You can do like I do.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that PC's got to come first, and
Hmm.
then yeah, I need to get the Warhammer stuff up so we can fucking do some goddamn kill team, dude. Like I'm
Yeah,
dying for it.
yeah. I
I'm
mean,
dying for it.
Michael's got a squad. He never. I don't think. I'm pretty sure he's never put it together or anything yet. But I mean, I bought him, and then he has got the rule books.
Guarantee he's never fucking.
Now, no, and he mentioned like around the time that I got it for him that like wants me to like go over there one day and like help him put them together and all that. We just haven't had the time.
Oh,
We just haven't had because
I
he's never
got
really
you.
built models and stuff like that before. So we just haven't had the time to do it. I mean, once
Oh
he's got them
yeah,
built, then I'm sure he'll be fine like painting them and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
it's the actual putting together part. Which, while we're still on Warhammer, so I was thinking, I don't know if you saw in the group I talked about this. Since I am the only one who actually has a full army, even though it's not fully assembled and painted yet, and I have the codexes and the core rulebook and all that for like the full game, and I have them for kill team. Um, I was thinking about maybe early-ish next year starting another army. So that way at least I'll have since I already have the full setup for painting and working and everything. I'll have two armies, and I could just go to someone's house and just we could just play and figure it all out. And I don't have to worry about waiting on someone else to build and paint an army.
There's
Which actually,
yeah,
Jordan does still have those Tyranids that he bought. Those
yeah,
two little squads, 10
yeah,
man squads.
yeah. I don't think he's done anything with them though yet.
No, well, no, but I mean they were already pre built and some of them are already painted. He bought them
Oh,
on
oh,
eBay
that's right. He
used,
went on. Yeah, he got on off of eBay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
which is not a terrible way to get stuff. Um, it's just if you're looking for specific stuff, and also like you run the risk of stuff maybe being broken, whether in shipping or if it's already broken or missing pieces, and I personally like building them. Plus, they a lot of times the different units will come with like extra little accessories that you can kind of make them your own, and you can kind of pose them how
Yeah,
you want.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think for me, I would rather just get them straight from the box and then
right.
paint them all on my own because I feel like at that point, like I have them, but I also know that like I busted my ass
Hmm.
working on them,
Right.
so
It
they kind
feels
of hold
better.
that. Yeah, it feels better, and it's kind of like from what a lot of people say, that it's super relaxing to fucking
Oh
paint the
yeah.
minis.
Oh yeah. No, I mean like
Like,
when I was doing that stream, like I was just like going to work on them for a little while, and at first I wasn't planning on doing all four of them. I was going to because the two ones that I've painted so far, like fully, is that and my and Primaris what is it? Primaris captain or chapter master. Um, I'll just grab them out of here. Which I do recommend getting these from Harbor Freight. They're like super cheap, and they fit fully assembled 40 millimeter larger Space Marine bases. So that's like my chapter master.
Yeah.
He came out pretty nice.
Nice.
I gave him a Blood Angels like molded shoulder. I bought one of the
Oh
because
shit.
they make upgrade packs for like the different chapters and stuff.
Yeah.
Now obviously if you buy like a chapter specific unit, it'll already have the iconography on it. But that's a just a generic unit. I think it's not chapter master. It's like Primaris Captain or something like that. It's like one of your like
Yeah.
HQ like type units you could have. Um,
Yeah.
but I've been thinking on which army, and I'm kind of stuck on two. I'm stuck on Imperial Guard because they have all that new Cadia stuff, and the fucking just having like a shitload of tanks would be fucking sick. Having a fucking because
Yeah.
I because I have the battle scribe where I could like just like build army lists and stuff, and I
Yeah.
pointed out like about a 2,000. What I well actually it ended up not even getting all the way up to 2,000 points, and I had like fucking uh I had the Bane Blade tank, which that's like the real big like $150 tank you could get. I had one of those. I had which you could.
Yeah.
There's like six different ways you could build it. So I had two different versions of it. The two like highest point value versions. Bane Blade, I think it was like a Bane Hammer or something like that. I don't remember. I had two Lehman Russ tanks. I had a couple artillery squads, like 30 fucking units of like regular troops, like a couple HQ. I had so much shit, and I was like, damn, this is a lot of fucking shit, and I ain't even at that fucking points yet. But like the fucking, it'd be so cool to have those tanks, man. Also, they hadn't updated Battle Scribe yet at the time that I was working on the list with the new codex that came out. It's got some new units and stuff in it. I had a couple Sentinels, which
Yeah.
are like the two-legged walkers. I had a fucking bunch of. Also, there's a new tank about to come out, and so they don't have that information because the tank's it's not out yet. It's called like the Rogel Dorn tank, I think. As a, like I think it's like a mid-size between like the Bane Blade and the Lehman Russ, which is like the Lehman Russ, like the little light tank. But I was like, man, let's fucking that'd be sick. But then I was thinking, oh, it's another Imperial army. I could go something else, maybe. And I was thinking Eldar, the space elves. They have some really cool units, and you can
Yeah.
get like really cool like colorful paint styles, paint like on them and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like
Yeah.
watching some videos on
Eldar.
them.
Yeah. Eldar are some fucked up
Was
motherfuckers.
no? Well, you're thinking of the
Oh wait,
the evil
the
ones,
dark.
the dark
Yeah,
elves,
the
the
dark
Trukari.
elf.
So
Yeah, that's
these
it.
are the
Alright.
Eldar. Actually, it
El.
really, you're thinking more of the ones that are for Slanesh that are fully
Yeah.
turned. I'm talking about like craft worlds, like they haven't been turned yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they have like all kinds of like fuck. They have some different mechs and all kinds of cool shit. And so I was like, man,
Yeah.
like I've been
Okay.
just
You're
going
talking
back and
about the
forth.
ones that a lot of the community looks at as the Weeb army
That's
or something
Tau.
like that. That's the Tau. Okay.
Tau are very mech heavy. These they're technically not mechs. I mean, they look like they're called like Wraith Knights, and there's a couple different ones like that. What they are is how the Eldar fill out their ranks in their army if they need to. They call on the souls of their fallen ancestors to pilot these different like fucking like robots essentially. So that they're like literally like ghost and wraith piloting these things.
Damn.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Um,
Fucking
and
cracked me out.
they're this army. I was kind of like learn like kind of how they are gameplay wise, and they're kind of weak like as far as like how much damage they can take, but they're
Right.
extremely fast and they punch very hard. And when you build your army, you'll have some amount of like basic like troops, but you have a lot of these elite squads, which there's a bunch of different ones that all have different benefits and stuff. It's like fucking howling banshees and just a bunch of different ones that all have like the really unique, cool like looks to them. And so I was like, man, I just can't decide yet. And so while I'm thinking about that, I needed to get some stuff because I don't really have anything for like basing minis. I mean, the ones that I've done, I've literally just like have like a weird mix of browns and greens on the bottom, and that's kind of it. So I was going and I did buy some stuff. Like I needed to get some of these like little grass tufts. Got two different colors of
Oh
them,
yeah.
and some cool like little rocks. And I was like, I knew Army Painter made all that stuff. Also got some like these cool little weathering pads, with, like different types of weathering.
Yeah.
I got these at Hobby Lobby, but I knew like Army Painter had like all like the different grass tufts and these. So I went to Hobby Lobby first, and they have some of this kind of stuff because they have like model stuff and they have like the model train stuff. But a lot of like, the grass stuff and like that wasn't like didn't seem the right size or too artificially plasticky looking. And so I was like, okay, I need to go somewhere
Yeah.
that I know has Army Painter stuff. There's a couple game shops out here. The one that I normally go to that has like a shitload of Warhammer stuff, they don't have the Army Painter displays. They just have the Citadel stuff, and Citadel doesn't really make that kind of stuff. But it's other shop that has a lot of like tabletop stuff, like Dungeons and Dragons and all that type of stuff. They do. They also have like Warhammer stuff too and all that. So I went there, and so I got a couple paints. I got those, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna look around now while I'm here. I see they have this table full of like a bunch of just random shit, and it's got a couple of Warhammer boxes on it, and it has a sign that says 25% off. And I'm like, ooh, Warhammer stuff 25% off. Let me see what they got. And it was all just like a couple of the board games that they did for and some of the expansions for what is it? What's it called? Warhammer Underworlds, I think, where it only has a couple minis in it, but it's like a board game or whatever. And I think
Yeah.
you can use the figures; they are the right size and all that in Age of Sigmar and all that. But I was like, they didn't have like the 40k ones. So I was like, whatever. Then I noticed there's another table that has another sign that says 50% off. And what do they have stacked up like 3 or 4 high? But the Age of Sigmar Dominion box. The Age of Sigmar Dominion box. So do you know what the Warhammer 40k Indomitus box is? So they're both the same thing, but one's Age of Sigmar, one's 40k.
Yeah.
When the most recent edition of 40k came out, ninth edition, they had like the 3 different levels of the starter box, right? The like $50 one, there's like $100 one, and like $150 one. Well, there's a $200 one that's just the armies, no terrain, special edition rulebook, and like all the data cards you need for Necrons and Space Marines. This is that's the Indominus box. This is the Age of Sigmar version. 2 armies. It's got a Orc War Clans and fuck, what are they called? I forgot what it's called. Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
It's the gold armor guys that look almost like Space Marines but fantasy.
Yeah. Fuck. I
Oh my
can't
god,
think of what the fuck they're
I have
called.
to fucking. This is hurting me so
Uh.
much because I fucking Age of
Yeah.
Sigmar.
I can't fucking remember what they were called.
Where is it? Where is it? Where?
The
Oh. Fuck,
Age
fuck,
of
fuck.
Sigmar.
Not Soul Blood.
What is it? I don't know. I can't fucking think of it.
Stormcast Eternals. That's what it is.
The what?
Stormcast Eternals. They're the ones that have like the
Ah.
gold armor and they have like dragons and shit too. And the box doesn't come with any dragons. Well, again, it's 2 armies, special edition rulebook, and like the full version of the rulebook, just like the special edition cover, and like the data cards for all the units that they give you, and it's normally $200. Which at that is already whenever Warhammer does these big like box sets, it's already at a discount, and
Yeah.
that one's at a pretty big one. I mean, I think one of the estimates I saw was that it's estimated because the article was out before like all the different units came out because they were all new units. Was like I think they're estimated to be like $400 to $500 to get everything separately. But the box is priced $200, but it's on sitting on a 50% off table.
Snag.
So I bought it.
Jesus Christ. Damn. God damn, dude, that's a big ass box.
It's thick too.
That's a thick motherfucker.
Um, I don't know. If this is really gonna put it into perspective, but this is the box that has a lot of my Space Marines came in. So yeah, actually, I'll go ahead and show you some of this real quick. So the big pictures are the leaders for the Orc War clans and the Stormcast Eternals, and as you can see, it doesn't come under the terrain, but it's 60 miniatures.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
Damn.
full of plastic. And I got the special edition rulebook over on my shelf. Kind
Jesus.
of roughly to put that into respect to the size of that box. Every year they come out with Christmas boxes for each, for not every army. They'll do like 6 or 7 of them for like 6 or 7 armies, pick 6 or 7 armies, and do a Christmas box where you get like pretty much like around 1,000 points for like 200 or so bucks. So this was the Space Marine ones from last year. I bought it at like the beginning of the year, and you see it has a bunch of stuff in it. It has like 30 guys in it.
Uh, Fucking damn, dude.
Yeah, it's a big box.
It's like double the size of it.
Yeah, and this has like what 20, 25, 6, 27. Is like yeah, it's got 30 including. It has 30 minis including a big speeder.
Yeah.
It's got 60.
So much.
I have no so
so
what's
much.
cool about that is I just gotta build it and paint it. We could play. I got the fucking rule book. I got all the data cards for the 2 armies. I don't have the
Yeah.
full codexes for them. So if I want to expand these, I'll have to buy the codexes.
Oh yeah.
Which, even though I wasn't planning on getting on Age of Sigmar anytime soon, I have looked at the armies, and Stormcast Eternals is one of the ones that I've thought about that if I would. I think the one that I really wanted, which isn't in that one, is the Lumineth Bright Lords, or yeah, like something like that, where it's like the elves pretty much. But that was like a second close one, because that army you can get fucking dragon riders, and I don't know if you probably seen pictures of this really cool dragon model recently.
Oh yeah.
It's like there's the red version, the blue version.
Mhm.
That's Age of Sigmar, Stormcast Eternals dragon,
Fucking sick.
where it's like kind of
That's
sitting
fucking
and has its
sick.
wings kind of going over its shoulder. Yeah, that's for that army. And the Orc War Clan's is pretty cool too. So yes, that's.
Yeah. God damn, dude. Hell yeah.
I don't know how many
I mean,
points
honestly, though,
it
like-
is, but I mean, if I had to guess, I mean that's got to be about 1,000 points each. I mean, if it's
I
like
would
fucking
imagine
fucking
so.
30 models, I don't think it's
Yeah,
exactly.
I would-
I think one of them's got a little less, and I think because some of the orcs are kind of weak, little squishy guys, so I think they
Yeah.
have more. It could be like 40, 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
But still, I'm pretty sure it's like about 1,000 points each.
Yeah, I would imagine it's at least like 1,000. I
'Cause,
mean,
that box is about 1,000, I think, and there's all the other stuff that I bought.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit. I mean, for $200, dude, that's a fucking like,
Mm-hmm.
that's a really good fucking deal.
That's at
Like-
$200. That box was 100 because it was 50% off.
Oh shit, yeah, that's
It was
right.
only $100. So like, because I
I
asked the
thought you
guy.
said it was like.
So
I thought you.
the box when it came out was $200.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
It's because it's a starter set and all that. I mean, it's like the biggest version of it, but it's like it's already discounted. They do that a lot. Like a lot of times, like they come out like when they just came out with the Leagues of Votan army, like the Space Doors, they brought those back. If you buy like the Leagues of Votan army box, it's cheaper than if you were to buy everything that comes in it separately. You can, and if you can't, which I mean, now that they're not like reprinting that box, so once they're like fully out of them, they're fully out of them. Which of course, like at the store that I normally go to, they still have a couple of them. But and it's the same like the Cadia Stands box that just came out. It's cheaper to buy that than to buy everything that comes in it separately. But also, not everything in that's out separately yet, because that's all new models. That's usually how it is.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And they do have, which I have seen it still at a couple places. Early in 9th edition, either right before or right after, they remade a lot of the Black Templar models. So they have a Black Templars army set box that you could probably find, and that'll probably still be like about $200, something like that, maybe $150.
Yeah. Gotta love me my Black Templars, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking. Mm,
And you'll have to do
yeah.
like what I did, and because it's Space Marines, you have to buy a Space Marines Codex and a Black
Yeah.
Templar supplement.
Yeah. Cheeky motherfuckers.
Yeah, it'd be cool
But
if they took, because instead of doing like mold, because they do like 4 or 5 of these supplements. They don't do them like every single chapter, every new edition. They just do a
right.
handful of them. It'd be cool if they just released them into like one thicker book, like have Space Marines, like the generic Space Marine stuff, then have chapter specific stuff.
Yeah. And then be like, here's the color schemes for this chapter if you
Well,
want to do
they
this.
well, it's not just that. It's that the chapter stuff they have their own specific chapter abilities for the ones that they've expanded on,
Yeah.
like special abilities that get and special like exclusive models, like not just
Yeah.
repaints, like full on models and characters and stuff that you can't get in any of the Space Marines. I guess technically, if you made your own chapter, you probably could, but it gets kind of weird. Um,
Yeah.
but if because I mean, yeah, it's cool having all the extra lore and everything in my Blood Angels book and all that. But there's really, I mean, you can see it's fucking thin.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's like $30.
Yeah. That could have easily fit in with the
You could have
fucking.
fit like 3 of them
Yeah.
at the size of the regular Space Marine Codex right next to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's at least
Like that could
double.
have easily been a part of a fucking. Yeah. That just seems like such like for a book that thin. That just seems so fucking.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When you touch it, it is a very nice quality book. I mean,
Oh, I'm
these are
sure.
like on par, if not like a step above, like the Dungeons and Dragons books.
Oh yeah, easily.
So,
I think they're.
of
I
course,
think they're roughly a little bit more than the D
yeah,
and D books,
they
but
are. Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, yeah, I mean, like the core rule book is like I think it's like $60, but it's also like thicker than any of the Dungeons and Dragons core rule books.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that bitty's like fucking
It's
thick as
pretty thick.
shit. But yeah,
But yeah,
I really want to get my fucking Black Templars up and running, dude. I
mhm.
really do.
And like I've been thinking about like putting out in the group like what other armies, like try to talk more about it just to get other people interested in it in our group and see what armies
Yeah.
they would want, so that way everybody can kind of choose now and have an idea what they want, and so we're not really like fully double dipping. Because I mean, Jordan's got the Tyranids, I got the Blood Angels, you got Black Templars, and Michael's was just generic Chaos Space Marines. He hasn't, because he hasn't like looked into
Yeah,
it.
that's right. He went Chaos.
Yeah, he hasn't like chosen like a. I just actually I showed him like a couple of different pictures and like that's what he thought was cool and what he wanted. And of course he was busy and didn't realize I was at the store when I was like texting him all that. So I just kind of like, oh, I think he's got like Chaos Marines, and so I just grabbed like the generic Chaos Space Marines, which he ended up saying like that's what he wanted anyway. But he hasn't like chosen like what Legion or anything or which Chaos God or nothing.
Oh shit, yeah.
And I don't know if so. Some of the Chaos Space Marine Legions have their own rule books and a lot of their own models. I assume you can use regular Chaos Marines with them. I don't really know how that works. Because there is a Chaos Space Marines book,
Yeah.
and then there's like the Thousand Suns.
Yeah.
What's the other one? What's the other one? Death Plague Marines. What's
The
the
Death Guard, I
yeah,
think.
Death Guard, and they're getting ready to come out
Yeah.
with World Eaters, which I think he would probably like the World Eaters the most. To be honest,
Probably,
that's
yeah.
Corn. Blood for the Blood God, Skulls for the Skull Throne.
Yeah.
That's the ones like the Corn Berserkers, and that's the one that they've showed off some of the new models and that the new Demon Primarch that's gonna be coming out. Who the fuck knows when? Whenever that book comes out.
Yeah.
Um,
I think what would be badass if they, I don't even think they have models for these Chaos Space Marines, but it's the Noise Marines. Those are
they have
fucking
a single
badass.
model, and then they have upgrade packs for them that you could buy off of.
Uh,
I think they're on.
uh,
I don't know if they have them on the regular Games Workshop or it's a Forge World thing, because they have the Noise Marines have a specific weapon and helmet that there's a specific
Yeah.
one that they can have. And
Yeah, they have the instruments and shit.
well, no, they have some type of like sonic gun, and so you could
Yeah.
buy an upgrade pack that's got full arm with the gun and the helmets, the heads,
Yeah.
and so you're just gonna have to use like the regular Chaos Space Marines and just swap out the arms and the helmets and do some
Yeah.
kit bashing type stuff. But yeah, they haven't like fully expanded on those with like more than like the one
Yeah.
model that's like kind of expensive.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
I
figured.
mean, it's kind of a, even though it's not like a named character, it's a character model essentially. And those do cost a little more,
Yeah.
unfortunately. There's a couple that I need to
Yeah.
get for mine. That's like the last things I need to get is like one or two of the characters, so I have the actual characters for the army. Because most of my army is just like generic Space Marine. I mean, even the Assault Terminators I have, there's Blood Angels Assault Terminators, and then there's regular Assault Terminators. These are regular Assault Terminators. I didn't even buy the fucking Blood Angels one. Um, and then like the Redemptor Dread. I think there's only like two that I have that are Blood Angels specific. I have the Furioso Dreadnought, which is a specific Dreadnought for Blood Angels, and I did buy a pack. This is like the most recent thing that I bought for him. Sanguinary Guard. That's like the all gold armor with the fucking wings and shit. I did buy a
Yeah.
pack of those because I had been really wanting those. I don't know what the fuck that was, but these guys.
Ooh, yeah, them is fucking sick.
Yeah, which I mean, they are oh fuck, I want to see something important. An older model. That's the thing that you kind of find out. I mean, most of your models, especially if you stick with like Primaris stuff, it's all newer like molds. So like some of the models in the game have been around for like 20 years. It's the exact same. If you were to buy them brand new back then, it's the exact same thing today. It's like the Assault Terminators. Those are kind of older. Like the regular like intercessors, like the Assault Intercessors and regular Intercessors. Those are all like newer. Anything with Primaris is a new, like the past couple years they designed that. And that's like the whole big thing with like the Cadians. They just redesigned the Cadians and updated their models. They had like 20-something-year-old plus models. They just did a bunch of the Eldar. Eldar has a bunch of new models. And Eldar's like one of the
Yeah.
oldest factions in the game too. The Eldari. They just changed it because they changed the name of it, sorta.
And oh, who the fuck is it?
But yeah, I kind of
I
want to
think
like
the
trying to help.
Core of Krieg is the other one that I'm thinking of.
Their yeah they just redid like
They
the veteran squad is what it's called, but it's Krieg.
yeah.
Um, on Forge World, they have a bunch of Krieg specific models. They're expensive, very
Yeah.
expensive. If you want, because so I watched a video where this guy was like, how much would it cost to make a thousand? I think it was I don't remember how many points he did, but how much would it cost to buy a Krieg army versus how much it would be to 3D print one? And
Yep.
obviously it's way fucking cheaper to fucking 3D print it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It like including like even this is kind of sad. Even buying the printer, depending on what model you got, is cheaper.
What's cheaper?
Because some of those are they're so expensive. Those fucking Forge World models, they're fucking
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
Like I was going through a bunch of them because I was like thinking like, man, if I could do Imperial Guard and just do it as Krieg because they change how the different regiments work now. Um,
Yeah.
where it's kind of more like designed and flavor, and they have some specific stuff. I think I don't know. I haven't looked at the codex, but yeah, that's because they have a lot of their own like designs for tanks. They have their own versions of the artillery guns, of the command squad, of the regular troops. Where they have like two or three different poses of the squads. All their own stuff. They're cool. They're fucking cool. But yeah,
They're one of the pricier ones to fucking
oh yeah.
invest into.
He was
Like as
I
much as I
definitely. I don't remember how many
really
points he did, but he was definitely well over $1,000 for like a normal size army.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, all them fancy
Yeah.
resin Forge World models.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just be better off getting the little fucking kill team
Yeah, which I
of
mean,
the
those
fucking
those are kind of up there. I mean, it's a 10 man squad, and it's like $60, 55 to 60
yeah.
bucks, which that is already kind of up there. But I mean, you can use those, so you could do like a regular like Imperial Guard army and have like those kind of fill it out. As you can either use them as I think like the regular conscripts or regular troops, or I think you can. I think a veteran squad is like a thing. You could deploy them as a veteran squad. What is really cool that I would probably get anyway, even though I don't remember how much it was. It was expensive. Is like your main HQ unit in Imperial Guard is a commissar, and the Death Corps Krieg commissar is fucking sick. That is a sick fucking model, and I would definitely get because they have the command squad commissar or whatever, like it is like 3 or 4 man squad. They have it in like 4 different flavors. They have the Cadians, which is like the normal standard ones. They have Catagen Jungle Fighters, which is like the fucking Vietnam kind of like Rambo looking guys. The Adeptus Scions, which is another Imperial Guard. I mean, you might have seen some of their stuff. They're pretty cool looking. Tempest Scions or something like that. I don't remember. But then they have then Death Corps Krieg. And the Death Corps Krieg ones are fucking dope. That would definitely be like as just like a flavor upgrade. That my army's led by
Like the,
fucking Krieg.
yeah, it's like the gas mask is just like the cherry on top
Mm-hmm.
with their look and everything. Like it looks so much like fucking the World War One like German outfits,
Yeah,
just fucking amped up to be in 40k.
yeah. And what's cool is they have another one of their units, which is one of their very very expensive units, is Krieg riders on horses, and the horses have gas masks.
Saw that shit. That was fucking.
Those are dope.
I was
Those
like,
are I'm pretty sure those are like a couple $100 for like 3 of them.
yeah, I was gonna say. I'd imagine those are fucking
They're fucking so
expensive as
expensive.
shit.
Oh man.
If it doesn't have a gas mask, it ain't Krieg.
Right. Fucking 3D prints a goddamn gas mask.
Fucking basically.
Yeah, but yeah, they're fucking sick.
Imagine if the Krieg had like their own Space Marine chapter.
That'd be
Just
crazy.
big old fucking like. So that would actually look pretty badass
Well,
though.
you a couple units I think almost have that with the Death Guard. I'm pretty sure Mortarian, their Demon Primarch has like a gas mask thing.
I would imagine like the suit would almost or the helmet would almost look similar to how like the Fallout 4 power armor is to a degree, because that's already looking like a fucking
Yeah,
gas mask as is.
yeah.
But I don't know. That'd be fucking. It's
Mm-hmm.
fucking. That'd be wild as shit if they were just like, "Hey guys, guess what? We're fucking dropping today.
Right.
All these Krieg minis, and now this Krieg Space
Well, I mean,
Marines."
yeah.
That'd be fucking. I
I
don't
don't even
know
know
how
how
that would be perceived.
I don't know.
Like
I
I
don't even know how
really
they would
don't.
do that lore wise either, because like
I know, me neither. Like,
the only
just
thing that
imagine if
they
they
could
just like dump
do
that.
is do a successor chapter. I don't even know which loyalist, because it had to be a loyalist army.
Yeah,
I don't know which loyalist Space Marines you would choose as like the base form. It just have it be like a variation or something. Like I don't know. I don't know. That'd be weird.
yeah. I don't
Because
know. That'd be
because
weird.
because the thing about the yeah they have to have a Primarch, and well
Yeah,
that has to have a ancestor chapter, which is one of the original legions, and they all have Primarchs. So it's like which
yeah,
one? I mean, the one that would fit the most. I guess the only way they could do like, the one that would be probably make the most is if they did Death Guard before they went traitor, and like maybe these were like Death Guard who stayed loyalists. I forget what the Death Guard were called before they became Death Guard. They were called something else, I think.
yeah.
But
Fucking
I don't know if they were the word bearers. That might be a different one. But they or yeah, I think they were. I think that was a different one. But they I guess like that's what you could do is like it's a current chapter who's loyalist, but their original legion is traitor. Because in the books there are like Space Marines who were from the traitor legions who stayed loyal. They just kind of like put them into the other chapters, in other legions. I don't know what they did about the gene seeds or nothing like that, but yeah,
I don't know. That'd be. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Warhammer community would just be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It would. Yeah, I don't know how you would tie it all in. Yeah, it'd be weird.
Yeah,
Just leave
it's like where the
Creed.
fuck like does that exactly fit like lore wise and
Well, so
everything? I think
that part doesn't matter. Like, where does it fit? Fucking so much shit contradicts itself. Like, they intentionally leave things ambiguous.
yeah, yeah, I guess yeah, because I mean,
I mean, there are certain things that don't happen until after other things have happened, but like, it's fucking open to interpretation.
yeah,
I mean, you could literally just say like, after the heresy, there was after like the heresy and the battle for Terra and all that concluded, there was like a group of like Death Guard or whatever who stayed loyalist, and when they implemented the chapter system and disbanded the legions, they just made them they just went and formed their own chapter and stayed loyalist.
yeah,
That's how you would do that. But it could be that they had to pick a home world or something. They had like and they just or they were assigned a home world and they were given fucking Creed because Creed's a shithole with fucking
and they
unbreathable
just
air.
been like, I was gonna say they nuked the fuck out of that
Yeah,
place.
that's because like that's like their price they have to pay for their fucking Primarch being a traitor is they have to go they get a shitty planet
Yeah,
and they
pretty
just like
much.
implement like the gas mask and shit into their armor.
God damn.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, to change topics, if we're done talking
Yeah,
Warhammer for now. Uh, so I've been to Ren Fair a couple times this year. I've been twice already.
yeah.
Second time I spent the big bucks.
See it.
A theme of this is that I like to spend money.
Let's see it. Oh, oh shit.
I can't hear anything.
Oh my fucking god. That's fucking sick. You look like a old boy from Bread Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, that looked like a old boy from the fucking YouTube channel Bread Boys.
Oh, Swagger Souls.
Yeah.
They had one that was way actually closer to the head, the gold and all that. It didn't fit. There was
I
two other
got you.
ones that I wanted before this one. They didn't fit. This was, I put this one on. It fit. It was also like cost more money because the one I wanted was really cool. It was black with a gold cross on it. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Put a goddamn hole in the floor. And
Yeah.
that was only like 120. The one that I wanted. I put it on. Fucking squished my nose hard up against my face. I was like, damn, I can't wear this. It ain't gonna work. I can't make it
Fuck
work.
that.
And then they had that one that was it's similar to style that's like a kind of bucket style helmet with a gold cross on it. And I was like, all right, let me try that one. How much is that? And he said it's the same price, like 120. Couldn't even get it down across my nose. It's like fuck. And he's like, you got any bigger ones? And he's like, let me try this one. And I fucking put it on, fit perfectly. And I was like, how much is this one? And he goes, that one's actually 200. And I was like, fuck. I was sitting there wearing it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So next year I gotta buy a sword.
Yeah. Makes me want to go watch like those that fucking sport where they get like all like armored up like from fucking head to
Hmm.
toe and go fucking beat the shit out of each
Yeah,
other with like real fucking weapons and everything.
or like
I can't
jousting.
remember the name.
Oh yeah,
That too.
that's like the combat version of it. But then like, I mean, which they also do that in jousting too. They'll get on the
Yeah.
ground and fight each other. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, as fun as the jousting was to watch at the Renaissance Fair, the jousting itself isn't like I don't think that's like practice or like scripted or whatever. But after the two people, because I don't know if they have like how many people they have, but the two times I went, I saw the same two people go against each other, and it went almost the exact same ways both times. It was a dude and a chick who were jousting against each other, and the dude in blue and the chick in yellow, and the dude just fucking wiped the floor with her. He didn't dehorse her at any point, but he hit and almost broke his lance like almost, pretty much every time they did a pass, and she struggled to even hit him, let alone break her lance on him when she did.
God damn.
She did better the second time. I would say she did like break her lance like once or twice, but he hit her like every fucking time, and so he won. But then at the end, like they're like, oh, like the person who does like the uh, announcing and all that is like, all right, and come to like they have them come to the center or whatever, and they like supposed to do like shake their hands or whatever, but they just fight. They start fighting, and that fight is definitely rehearsed to some degree.
See?
I would say it's rehearsed like maybe like WWE style, where like they practice like different moves and stuff, but they don't necessarily do it the same order.
Oh.
It's not like shitty. I shouldn't say it's like
Okay.
also like you kind of especially if you're like not sitting in the bleachers up close, you're kind of sitting far back. It's harder to tell, but like me and my dad went the first weekend, and we watched them do the joust, and I thought that was it. And we went over and looked at one of the tents, and we were off on the side, but I could still like see them. I was like, oh, I heard noise, and I looked, and they were fighting, and definitely at one point, the chick swung her arm up between his legs to hit him in the nuts because she was on the ground, and I could tell she didn't make contact, and he goes like bends over like it. I was like, oh man, and I had like the perfect angle to see that she didn't hit him. I was like, fuck, they ruined
Oh
it.
my god. There goes the immersion, dude.
I know.
Fuck.
Oh, unfortunately, another thing. So, unfortunately, this year they didn't have the fucking dude you throw tomatoes at. So usually,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you haven't been before, right?
No, but I've heard about it.
Yeah. So
The
normally, one of the stands and games you can go do is they'll have the guy who puts his head through a wall, and you can pay money to throw fucking tomatoes at him while he roasts the fuck out of you. It is hilarious. They have a set of bleachers right next to it just for people to watch. It's so funny. And the guy that they had last year, or last time I went, was fucking hilarious. I mean, we must have stood there for like 15, 20 minutes watching him like roast people. And they didn't have it this year. Both times when I didn't see him, I was disappointed. I was looking forward to that.
wonder if he was there like in the early weeks,
Well,
but then
so I
fucking
didn't
dipped
go
out.
it's still going on. There's still two more
Oh, it's still
weekends.
going on?
Yeah, there's two more weekends. It's 6 weekends. Um, and I
Oh,
went to the
okay.
second and third. This past weekend was the fourth. So
Okay.
there's two more. So if you want to go, let your boy know. Your boy will go again,
Word.
just to go eat more food and just like watch some stuff and just walk around and all that. Fucking,
Jesus.
I tried a couple different things like food wise this year. I didn't get a turkey yet, a turkey leg yet, just only because like a week or two before, a couple weeks before it opened up, we smoked a turkey, and then we just had Thanksgiving, so I was like, I didn't get a smoked turkey leg yet, but I did get, I got it both times I went because it was good. Deep fried Rice Krispie treat, bruh,
Fucking deep fried Rice Krispie treat. What the
bussin',
fuck?
bussin'. And one of the stands, it's like the fair food. It's got fried Oreos, fried Rice Krispie treat, fried Snickers,
Oh yeah,
fried cookie
the
dough. I gotta
word
try that next time.
that
Fucking fried cookie dough.
yeah that one section where they literally like grab anything and just
Well,
fry the
it's like
fuck out
one
of it.
stand that has all that. I mean, other stands have a lot of the stands have like fried food and all that. It's a lot of fried food, but that one has like all that stuff, and they have like the fried pickles and onions and a couple other things. And I tried one other thing that they had that I'm pretty sure it gave me horrendous diarrhea and gas, which was fried garlic. I don't know. It wasn't what I was expecting, but it's exactly what you should expect. Because in my head, because I know how to cook and all that, I was thinking, okay, maybe they actually like fry it like long enough for it to get like the garlic to get fully cooked, or they get like real soft, or they maybe like pre-roast it or pre-cook the garlic a little bit, or do something. No, they just take cloves of garlic whole, put them in the same batter as everything else, fry them up, and they're cooked enough that they're not like bitter and gross. Because if you had raw garlic, it's fucking gross and super bitter. But it's also still kind of hard and crunchy. And I ate the whole plate of it. Give you a whole little boat of it. And that when I got home, bro, fucking liquids for hours. That was a light the beacon moment.
Oh, dude.
But I
Fucking
regret getting that. But they do have other
for
like really good
me,
food there.
oh, dude, for me it was the day after Thanksgiving. Like I had just gotten off work, and so we had like a fucking good bit of the leftover ham,
Mm-hmm.
right? And for whatever reason, ham just tastes better like the next day for
Yeah, because
whatever
it's like,
reason.
especially if you have like a lot of juices and stuff still, and it gets to
Yeah,
soak in it longer. Yeah.
it just tastes so much better. So I was like, I can't fucking wait to get home and eat that ham. Dude, I loaded so much onto that fucking plate and I heated that bitch up. Fucking greatest thing. Literally 10 minutes later, my fucking stomach is just like, we ain't having it today,
Mm-hmm.
homie. Like, I fucking probably sat on that toilet for like a good, like, hour and a half. Like,
Yeah.
just fucking hating life. I was like,
See, for me, like it wasn't like one long trip. It was about a dozen shorter trips.
it came in spurts.
Yeah. Yeah. And dude, like
I think that's the most annoying,
it
like,
is. It
one
is
to
because like
have,
you'll
though.
be doing something and you're like, oh, I have to go pee out of my butt again.
Yeah. And then you're like, okay, I'm done. And then literally, like, 5, 10 minutes later, you're
Yeah.
just like,
10,
fuck.
20, 30
Like,
minutes later. Yeah. And then like when I was kind of done is when the gas started. Oh my god. Only like I farted like once. I was like, fucking almost killed myself. And then I was like, fuck man, I gotta go to sleep. Like I hope I'm not like laying on my covers and fart and like fucking kill myself in my sleep. Luckily I didn't.
yeah. Yeah.
Like no dude, like
Almost as bad as
no, no,
the
no,
one
no.
where it
You
fucking.
you've experienced some bad ones. This would have made you throw up if it had did what that one did. If one of these had bounced off the wall into your mouth like that one did, then you'd be fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for some context, everybody. So, this is when me and Glynn, like, were hanging out, like, every fucking weekend for
Mm-hmm.
the most part. I'd go over to his apartment, and for whatever reason, I don't know what the fuck it is, but anytime me and you hang out,
Bad
one of
guess.
our asses is fucking tearing it up. Like, there's just never fucking
And like
fails.
we will be like fine all day, and then we'll like get together, and it's like fucking one after another.
Like, you would think that, like, it was like World War I over again with the fucking mustard gas. Like, it was like just fucking one after the other. And one day, I'm sitting in, we're hanging out in a room watching anime and shit. He's on the bed in the far fucking right corner, ass pointed towards the wall. I'm laying on the floor, like at least
You're
five,
like
ten
sitting in
feet
like
away.
a chair or something like a couple feet away. Like you're kind of you were at like
That's
the
right,
same height
yeah.
level as I was. It wasn't like you were like on the ground. You were like the same kind of height level as I was almost.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right.
I
I'm
think you
thinking
were
of a
sitting
different
in
time.
my other little office chair I got.
Yeah. But I was like 5, 10 feet away, right? This man lets out one of the loudest fucking farts I have probably heard in my entire life. And the fucked up part is that it fucking hit me immediately. Like
Before it hit
that
me.
bitch, like the geometry was just there. Like his butthole in the fucking corner of that wall was just like in perfect fucking
Mm-hmm.
like sync, and it ricochets right into my fucking face.
And
Like I
you
was
fucking smelt it
gagging.
before I did.
Yeah, like that shit hits so fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was the time when we were going to the gym.
Oh, that time.
After the gym, walking up to
So
the car
I can
after
explain
we
this one. I think I explained this one pretty good.
yeah, you got this.
So
Oh my god.
we finish up or at gym or whatever. We're like figuring out where we're gonna go eat. We're walking back to my car, and I unlock the door. We're on the east side of the car. I open the door, fart really fucking grossly. It was fucking bad. I was like, well, at least it's outside. Sit down in the car, close the door. Oh my god, I fucking gassed this, bro. I fucking. We fucking had to open the door and get out the car.
Dude.
Couldn't even start
Like
it.
like instantly right back out of the car like hacking and like almost gagging and shit. And there's like people walking up to the fucking door and leaving and they're just looking at us like the fuck? The fuck just happened? Like we're just like ooh. Like I
Oh
think we
man,
had to air that bitch out for a good like 5 minutes before
something
getting
like
it
that.
back
It was fucking
in.
bad.
It was so fucking rank.
That's funny. That is like one of the funniest ones though.
Yeah. I think after that is probably when I think another favorite of mine is when we went into that tiny ass little bookstore.
Yeah, some random hole in the wall like Christian bookstore. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like a bookstore.
Well,
So I
it
was like, oh,
was
let's
like
just go see like it's got like old books and stuff. We'll go see like what they got. And we went in and it's like fucking cramped. It's fucking small. Like
I
there's like
literally
enough
shit you
room for like
not.
one person to go down the aisles for like the four or
Yeah, like
five
the
that they have.
aisles were like this fucking big and like they were all just stacked. And so we walk in and we were immediately cramped and this little old lady, it's like the only one there,
Yeah, the
I guess
person who like
she
owns the
like the
bookstore or
owner and
runs it or something.
shit, was like, yeah, this is where all the newer stuff is, and then this is all the used and all that. And we're like, okay, cool. We're in there for about like, what would you
Maybe
say, 20
5 minutes.
minutes maybe?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe 10 if
I
that.
don't know,
We weren't in there long.
10? Yeah. And we get to like from one side to the other, and we're laughing about the fucking, what was Kim Jong Un's best friend?
Oh
Fucking
fuck.
NBA player. I can't think of his
Okay.
name. What the fuck was it?
Dennis Rodman.
That's it. Yeah, because we found a book that had him on it, but it was like
Yeah, it was
a
some like North
naked
Korean
picture
book.
of him on the cover, like with his shit covered, and
Yeah.
we were laughing. And this dude lets out just the fucking wildest farts. Like in this tiny ass, and it just fucking like
Fucking filled it up.
it didn't sound like a loud one, but because of how tiny the area was,
There
it
wasn't
just
much air.
fucking it was just fucking ridiculous. And you can see the little old lady in the very back just like lift her head up.
Oh, she did?
We fucking beeline
We just fucking walked out.
it out the fucking
We just walked out, man. I was like, fuck, man. I gotta leave now.
Yeah, we did. We literally we got done laughing at Dennis Rodman and fucking just beelined it for the fucking door immediately and never went back in.
It was a lot of weird books. It wasn't like normal.
Oh my
It wasn't like a normal
god.
bookstore, so
No,
there
it
was no
was
reason to
like
go back. Also,
I
after
think
that,
yeah. Like I think I saw like a couple of like older I think one of them was uh like World of Warcraft
Mhm.
fucking little novels or something like that.
Random shit like that.
It was just a lot of like, yeah, just a lot of like random ass used books and everything like that. So I think that was definitely the fucking highlight. Fuck, dude.
Man. Oh, nothing like some good old fart stories.
God, dude, that shit was so fucking funny though.
Well,
But yeah,
one of the other, what's one of those other topics you wanted to talk about while we were pulling up the list right now?
oh shit, yeah. So
Oh, I
I
guess
don't know how many of you out there watch Two Bears, One Cave.
Oh man.
So Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer have this thing that for every birthday, they fucking just try to get the most ridiculous shit, and it gets more and
It's
more
escalated and
expensive.
escalated. So pretty much to put it in context, the
Yeah,
first one was Tom bought Bert. It was like only like $2,000 or $3,000, and an electric like moped, like a e bike kind of moped
yeah,
type thing. And then the most recent last one, because they finally put like a thing where they were getting too crazy, was Bert bought Tom for his most recent birthday an actual like a full on race car team, like a race car trailer, and it's like $100,000, like insane. So they decided to tone it down, still do like something crazy and funny, but like tone kind of because every time they would step up the price and get more and more expensive, and they kind of realized that like $100,000 is a lot of fucking money to be spending on a joke. So, but Bert's birthday came up a couple weeks ago, and Tom got him a pretty great present. I don't know if you want me to go into it or.
yeah. So Tom at the very beginning was just like, so I know you're a history buff,
Mm-hmm.
and this one, like, I'm fucking really surprised that he's just so open about it. He was like, I had to go through the black market
Yeah, he's like, because you
on
can't
this
just.
one.
Yeah, he's like, you can't just buy
Yeah,
buy this stuff like with a credit card. You had to pay cash.
yeah, yeah. So he fucking brings it up and he's like, I know you're a history buff, and Bert fucking immediately knows the category that it's under, and he's like, oh my fucking
No,
god, you
no, he.
got me.
So he.
Yeah, he called out. He was like, oh my fucking god, you bought Nazi memorabilia.
Oh, he was joking.
And so
So
he lifts up the
when he
little
saw it,
fucking
well, when he saw it, and he saw that it was a teacup. He talked about it like later on, like on one of the episodes of Birdcast with somebody after.
yeah,
That he said at first I thought it was Winston Churchill's because he loves Winston Churchill, so he thought it was Winston Churchill's teacup, and then that's
yeah.
when Tom hits him with who owned the cup, which is it was owned by uh
So it was one
this
of
woman who was Hitler's
yeah,
interior designer, married who was married to his head architect, and who designed his vacation home. And this was at that vacation home, and
yeah,
it's Hitler's teacup, like almost like 99%, like Hitler used this teacup.
yeah.
That shit was like $22,000, bro. And the whole time when Bert hears that's what it is, he's like, I'm holding Nazi memorabilia. I have to destroy it. You gave me something expensive that I have to destroy. Tom, just like it's fucking expensive. Don't destroy it.
uh,
That shit
oh
was so
my
funny.
god, dude, shit was so fucking funny to watch. And I'm
Like,
sitting there thinking, and I'm like, dude, like, I don't know what the fuck I would do if somebody just handed me and bought me fucking Hitler's fucking teacup that he used.
bro, you gotta do what Tom was telling him to. You gotta own it and just drink out of it and make it yours.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, it's like at that point, like, you gotta drink something out of it, at
Like, drink
least
some
once.
Kool-Aid or something, bro.
Yeah, put some fucking Kool-Aid in there.
That's what he fucking Bert drinks, man.
Oh my god, dude.
Shit was
Oh
fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
that's right. He, Bert loves some fucking Kool-Aid, dude.
Hey, who doesn't, bro?
Yeah. I mean, you're right.
I wish this was Kool-Aid. It's not. I don't have any Kool-Aid right now. It's Tang.
Yeah.
The other Kool-Aid.
But, yeah, so,
Yeah, shit was funny.
another topic that's been kind of going around. It's usually not that pretty big over here in the States, but the rest of the world, which is the
No.
World Cup. And so been kind of paying attention to it and everything. And England fans just been wilding the fuck out over in Qatar, dude. Like, I don't know if you heard about it,
So,
but like some people are showing up in like full on like Crusader like
I
armor
have
and
not
shit.
I have not heard that. That is not what I heard about what's going on in fucking Qatar. So this is how much I follow soccer as it's appropriately called. as its proper title, soccer, how much I follow soccer in the World Cup. I've seen memes about how England can't beat the 13 colonies again. They couldn't beat them the first time. They can't beat them the second time. And uh, it's not really memes. These aren't really memes. It's kind of apparently I don't know from what country he was. This guy was a fan of who went to go see the games in person. Had like a gay pride shirt. And gay marriage is very illegal in Qatar. And he was like, they were telling him to take it off or he would go to prison.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, so like at the very beginning, they were just like, so they basically lied about that. So they were like, yeah, anything that's rainbow, we're not gonna take away. You're not gonna get
Right.
this, and people start showing up with all of it. And as soon as before they can even get through the fucking door, they're ripping off like the fucking flags or telling them you need to take off that
It's fucking crazy.
T-shirt. And everybody was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then one guy like got his like lost his hat because of it. Like it wasn't like an LGBT thing or whatever. It was just the color scheme, and
Mm-hmm.
they fucking took that shit away, dude. I was like, "Oh my
That's a
god."
very wild country, man. Like another story that I heard, I don't know how old this story is, if it's like from a few years ago or if it just happened. But and I don't know if it's true either. I literally just saw like a screenshot of a headline on iFunny, so take that with what you will. Um it's fucking bad. Apparently this woman, she got sentenced to like a couple years in jail or something because they have a law against out like extramarital sex, like premarital sex, like, and having sex like when you're not married. And the reason why she got caught is because she reported that she got raped. And they arrested her, sent her to jail. The country is so fucked up, man.
I know you're not supposed to laugh,
You're not.
but that's so fucked.
Oh, it's not that topic, but it
Oh
is.
my god. Can you just imagine being like, "Hey, this happened. Oh, well, you gotta go to jail too, bud."
So
Like, that's so fucking.
this is kind of
God damn.
this is kind of similar in that it's something you maybe shouldn't be laughing at. It's not as bad as that. That's pretty bad. But I mentioned it in our messages so I wouldn't forget. But I just reminded myself. So what I sent you just so I wouldn't forget was 50 Shades 9/11. It's something that I learned on my break today at work. Just watching a video on my break at work.
Yeah,
Oh.
should be. Alright,
Okay. Well,
there we go.
I'm gonna cut all that out,
Alright.
and we're back. I had a little technical issue there. So the message I
Yeah.
sent you to remind myself was 50 Shades 9/11. So what that means, Gavin, that I learned this today on my break at work today, is that we wouldn't have 50 Shades of Grey, like the weird kind of almost porn book movie series, wouldn't exist if it wasn't for 9/11. Okay? So here's the trail, all right? I'm going to start at the beginning and we're going to go through the what is it? One, two. It's like 3 or 4 steps that take us there. So, September 11th, 2001. 9/11 happens.
Right.
One of the many witnesses there that was there was a guy that who you'll know the name, Jared Way, who being traumatized would go to therapy and start putting his energy into music and start the band My Chemical Romance. Well, it so happens that a person who was a big fan of My Chemical Romance and was inspired to write novels was Stephanie Meyer, who wrote Twilight. Someone who read Twilight and became inspired to write their own fan fiction who would become a novel series was the person who wrote Fifty Shades of Grey. So 9/11 led to My Chemical Romance, which led to Twilight, which led to 50 Shades of Grey. Or as what I heard referred to as A 3-for-1 tragedy. I guess the person thought My Chemical Romance was all right, not make it a fucking overkill.
My God. That's such a fucking.
So fucking stupid.
That's such a fucking stupid chain of events.
It was just a random clip of fucking Instagram I saw. Oh.
Oh my God. So fucking stupid. Oh my God. Oh
Fucking
Jesus.
crying over there, man. Yeah.
Oh dude.
So that was that nice little tangent I wanted to bring up.
Oh my God, dude. That's so fucking like. I mean, yeah, that literally is a fucking series of fucking tragedies. I mean,
Again, depending on, I mean, I have no opinions on My Chemical Romance, but depending on if you like them or not, that's either 3 or 4 tragedies out of one.
yeah, I mean, I actually had a fucking talk about like My Chemical Romance because they had like a big old fucking tour, which was like the when we were young tour that happened. With, like all those like pop punk bands and shit like that, and emo bands.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a real fucking unpopular opinion. I genuinely think their music fucking sucks. Like, and they're like, what? You know the fucking song with like that piano opening? And I was like, yeah, it's dog shit.
Damn.
And they were
My,
like, what the fuck?
my man with the hot takes.
I mean, I just like even as a kid, I never saw the fucking hype behind them. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't like even when they had like their big old reunion and said they were
Mm-hmm.
coming back, everybody was freaking out, and I'm like,
Well, you were more of
fuck.
a Bullet for My Valentine kid, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was more of like a metalhead. I
Right.
mean, growing up and everything, so it was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I listened to like a lot of those pop punk bands and whatnot. Like Paramore was like
Mm-hmm.
a really big one. Blink 182, which I don't think Blink 182 was even on that tour. I think they're a little bit older than
Yeah, I don't know.
those bands, but I mean, there were some bands on there that I listened to, like all Red Jumpsuit Apparatus and Plain White Tees and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, I was always just like, give me some metal
Mm-hmm.
instead. Like throw some Metallica my way or something.
Yeah.
But, but yeah,
So,
uh,
I guess moving
fuck.
on. What's this
Yeah.
about the Mud Runner game?
Oh, okay. So it's like $5.99 on Xbox
Okay.
right now, and so I was like, I watched that guy, that YouTuber IGP. He
Mm-hmm.
does like a lot of horror stuff and everything, and he made a video trying out the game, and it looked fucking hilarious. And it's such an odd game. I don't really know how to describe it other than like it's driving through tough terrain
Yeah, I
and
remember
trying to get
when it
like
came out. I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, "Oh, it's just like driving heavy equipment through like different types of mud."
yeah, like it almost feels like in a sense like a puzzle game
Mm-hmm.
because you kind of have to like
Figure out your way through the
traverse and
area.
figure out how to get through like this fucking steep hill or muddy and shit like that, and like actually switch to all-wheel drive and it's certain gears and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so I try it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got fucking hooked.
Damn.
I was like, I feel like I hit a
Fucking
dad level or something
the
with
fuck.
this game. I was like,
It's funny you say that. Uh, so this is a funny kind of tangent from our friendship. The first time I ever went over to your house, I don't remember, it was when I walked in the door when I was leaving. Is when I found out that farming simulators are a thing because your stepdad was playing it. I was just like, I walk past and I look over his shoulder and see his laptop and he's fucking like doing some crop big heavy machinery on a farm and I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
And
he's
this
big into
motherfucker
like those kind of like
fucking
sim games.
that's when I found
Like
out that there
he'll
was
do like PC
a
like PC
fucking
simulate like oh wait, what was it?
and that's like how I found out that like there was a farming simulator. Like I knew
Oh
that there was
yeah.
like flight simulators and like racing ones and the
Yeah.
ones that you would think of, and like and I even knew that there were like truck driver games and stuff. But like I was like fucking what a fucking loser ass game to fucking play. Fucking farming simulator. What the fuck?
You know, and the fucked up part is I tried it and I was like, I can see the hype behind it.
It's
I
fucking
was like,
huge,
I
man.
can
Like
see it.
I feel like each one it gets more and more popular.
It
Like
gets
each one.
more. Yeah, it's like the fucking budget just keeps fucking growing and growing for the next one. Like even my like little brother, he was playing it on like Game Pass and shit, and I'm like, is it really like that good? And he's like,
Damn.
I was like, all right, let me try this shit out real quick. And I was like, fucking around with like a tractor and shit, and I'm like, I can see it. I can actually fucking see myself like fucking around on this game and
Goddamn.
just farming it up. I was like, I can see it. But yeah, I mean, my pops has always been like big into like those simulator games. Like he's done Microsoft flight
Mm-hmm.
simulators. I think I've seen him do like the trucking ones. Uh,
So funny.
but yeah, right now they're like really big on like the new like Call of Duty
Mm-hmm.
that
I've
came
been needing
out.
to get it. I've been needing to get it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Even though like all of our other friends have it and
cause
play it or playing it.
yeah, it just like so they have like this thing now where in the multiplayer game
Mm-hmm.
where if you're dominating like so much,
Mm-hmm.
the person that you've been killing the most is gonna get an advantage on you because they're pretty much gonna the game's gonna lower your health.
So basically, like death streaks and like a lot of previous Call of Duty games, in a way.
In a sense,
That's the
but I
first I've
don't
heard
know.
of
I
that. I
have
haven't
to
heard no one talk about that.
apparently it was like some article where like
I wonder if that's in like a specific mode or something. Like, 'cause I feel like that's not. I haven't heard
I don't
anyone
know.
talk about that at all.
But I don't know. I'll have to see if I can fucking find it and like bring it up for next time we do
Mm-hmm.
another pod. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I was told. I was like, I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to like actually, get good at the fucking video game,
I
you
mean,
know? Like obviously like in
it
the
also depends
original like Modern
on
Warfare's.
how dominating you are because I think that kicks on because they have it's all skilled matchmaking now. So I mean, you're getting put against people who are roughly your skill level anyway.
Right.
So you're not going to be so even if you are dominating, you're not going to be dominating like an insane amount. I guess typically ideally. So like what like I guess it I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. But
I
I
mean, like I said,
mean,
that's the first I heard anything about it, so I guess we'll have to see next time. But
yeah.
I mean, I know
But
so
yeah.
many people that are playing it, and they're all saying it's way better than like the last couple of them. I mean, other than like
Yeah.
the last Modern Warfare, that one was pretty
Yeah.
good too.
Yeah. Cold War and Vanguard were like absolute fucking dog
Hmm.
shit
And
video
apparently
games. Like I mean,
they're gonna not come out with another one for like a year or two now for Call of Duty.
yeah, they're
They're gonna
they're getting
they're
rid
just
of
gonna
the
update
one
this one.
year.
Yeah, they're just gonna update this one for a while.
Yeah.
And they updated
Yeah,
Warzone, did it
they're
2.0, and there's like
yeah, that shit doesn't excite me.
yeah. I mean, it's different
Yeah.
if like you're playing with like a group of friends, which that's like the main reason why I'm getting. Because I mean, just because I grew up playing Call of Duty, there's a part of me that kind of misses it, like from back in the day. And this is
Yeah.
more like how it was, and like proximity chat's a thing now.
Yeah.
So and like that's what the big things everyone's been talking about is how trash talking's back. All trash talking lobbies are back, man.
Yeah.
Old 360 days, and that's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably wait and see because like when I get my PC, I mean,
Hmm.
I might get it on there, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see because I mean, I'm definitely not fucking doing Warzone though. Like
Really.
I don't give a shit about the battle royale genre anymore. Like,
Yeah,
it's just,
I mean,
it just,
part of it's fun,
I,
and
I,
I can see that, like being tired of it though. If you play like other ones and stuff, I can see being tired of it.
yeah. And it's like, when I think Call of Duty, I don't think of like
Yeah,
going and doing big old fucking maps like that.
yeah,
It's like, I
true.
prefer the original kind of team deathmatch, free
Yeah,
for
which
all,
they have all that, which is
even
probably what I'll
fucking,
mostly play is that.
yeah. And I don't know. I mean, they tried doing this fucking with the last Modern Warfare reboot, which was like a oh, what the fuck was the mode called?
I know this one has a new mode called DMZ.
Yeah,
That's like a
there's
big one that people
a
have been talking about.
yeah, there's that one,
It was like
but
I
there
don't know
was
if it's
one that was like almost like a battlefield level sized map,
yeah. I remember hearing about that. I
which
don't
is
think that's a
fucking
that's I don't think that's I don't know if that's in this one
yeah. Yeah, I remember trying it and I was just like, this doesn't fucking work in
because
Call of Duty.
I think it's
Like,
DMZ. It's either DMZ or it's a different another mode that they have that's like a Tarkov kind of ripoff. Um, where like
yeah,
it's not the full size Warzone map, but you go and it's like a handful of people, and you can like find weapons and stuff, and you have to the whole thing is you have to like make it to the extraction and like extract out of the game. And I think you get to keep your gear and you can bring it back with you like the next time you go in. I don't know if you ever heard
okay,
that's how Escape from Tarkov kind of works. Like you
yeah,
go into the game, you find like your gear and stuff, and you I mean you kill people and all that shit and try to find better gear and all that and get better so you can kill people better and guarantee that you're gonna increase your chances of making it to the extraction every game. And you get to keep all your stuff that you get and get to bring. You get to make a loadout and bring it with you. But like I think they do every so often they'll do a wipe where everyone's inventory gets fucking wiped out, and so everyone starts at an even playing field.
yeah,
And I think you
but
have a limited
yeah,
inventory too. But I think they did some kind of mode maybe like that. I don't know. I don't think too many people have been playing it, but I mean everyone's been talking about like the regular multiplayer and Warzone too.
yeah. Which I mean, even when I get my PC, I don't know. I think I'm gonna kind of like try and like stray away from like the arcade shooters a bit and
Yeah,
start going towards like Escape from Tarkov is definitely one I'm gonna be fucking getting
yeah, I do want to
on
try that at
there.
some point. Though a game you
That
do have to get that I'm going to be buying very soon because it comes out in like a day or two. Dark Tide,
yeah, Dark Tide is yeah, that one's gonna be one that I fucking definitely
and it's
get.
the full like I don't know how big of a game it's going to be. A part of me has a feeling it's not going to be like super big, just because it's a $40 game.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's probably gonna be about the same as Vermintide. I mean,
Yeah, hopefully.
which I mean,
I mean, hopefully they
Vermintide
definitely
wasn't even.
hopefully they add stuff to it too. But
Yeah,
that's the big thing is that hopefully they add stuff to it and make it more. But I mean, I'm definitely gonna soon. I gotta check to see what's the date that I have to make my car payment, and if I get paid
yeah,
again, if I get paid, I just got paid today. If I get paid again before that, then I'm definitely gonna get it and maybe get a TV.
yeah.
Gotta upgrade my TV, bro. I gotta right now it's like a regular full HD like 40 or I think it's like 39 inches. It's a weird size. Like that's like a really off weird size 39 inches. But I think I want to go. I might skip 50 and go straight to like 60 or 65 inch. Definitely get
Nice.
4K, and I have to get and I need to get a high refresh rate on it too.
Oh yeah,
So that way, I mean, because my monitor it's 4K, but it's only 60, which is fine because if I'm playing a game in 4K, chances are with my setup, that's probably around what I'm getting. Um, but I mean, if I get like the PS5 and Xbox Series, it'd be nice to have a TV that's 4K that's has a higher refresh rate for those games that I can do.
yeah, yeah. I definitely want to get a fucking PS5
Mm-hmm.
and mainly just to fucking, as usual, get the exclusives that
Yeah, like Spider
PlayStation
Man,
fucking has.
God of War.
Like, I really want to play Ragnarok, yeah,
Yeah, I've been
and
debating on if I should get it on PS4 or not. I need to, if I'll get
yeah,
it if they have. One of my friends said at work said that they don't have it. A lot of games they don't do it for whatever reason. The bundle where you get both versions for like a discounted price.
Oh yeah,
He said that some games they released on both they didn't do that for whatever reason. But if they
yeah,
do, then I might get that. So that way I can go ahead and play it now, and then when I get a PS5, I can replay it at the better version.
yeah. Because we were talking about it in our family group chat and everything, and I was like, yeah, it's on PS4. I might get it, and my pops actually made a good point. He was like, I feel like you wouldn't be really doing it much justice doing it on
No,
the PS4 versus the PS5. And I was like, yeah, that is a pretty good
that
fucking
being
point.
said, I guarantee the PS4 version looks as good as the last God of War game. The last God of War game looks great.
Oh yeah, I
So
was gonna
that's the thing.
say yeah,
It's like yeah, it's not gonna look as good as playing it on PS5 with a 4K high refresh rate TV with HDR and all that. For if you're
yeah,
playing on like a regular TV with a PS4 version. But I mean like that's why I want to get the TV before I get the consoles. It's that way when I get them, I get the full experience of them. Whereas like you bought the Series S, you're not getting the full use out of it because you have a regular like I assume your TV's not 4K. It's like a regular like 1080p.
no,
Yeah,
yeah. I
so
think it's just like fucking 1080p.
if it's and I'm pretty sure I don't remember what you have. It might not be, if it's old it might be 720, which is still HD, but it's like shitty HD.
Yeah. Which, speaking of like God of War,
Mm-hmm.
it being like a nominee for the game of the year, I've been thinking about it. I don't think it's gonna get game of the year.
No, I'm pretty sure Elden Ring is.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I've been sitting on it and I'm like, no, I mean, everybody was talking about Elden Ring for fucking
Oh
months
yeah.
after that shit. And I mean, fucking like almost the entire year really
Mm-hmm.
has been talked nothing but
What
fucking
one of
Elden
my
Ring.
friends at work who he actually has a PS5. He got a PS5 not that long ago. He uh he got Elden Ring like when it first came out. It was his first like Souls type game. He fucking loved it. Played through the whole thing. He actually just started like replaying it like the other day. He's already put like over 150 hours in his first playthrough. So I was like,
Yeah.
because I remember either you or someone else like brought it up in our group chat like talking about like potential game of the years, and to me someone said like God of War or something. I don't remember what it was. They said something. I was like, no, it's gonna be Elden Ring, dude. There's no game
Yeah.
that's been talked about as
It,
much.
wa- it was probably me because at
Because you
first I
put a
was just
poll.
like, yeah, dude,
That's
it's
what you put a
fucking
poll.
yeah.
And yeah, you put a poll and like you had like Stray and like a couple other games in there. It's like yeah, Stray was like everyone was talking about it and loved it for like a
But it died off like
like a
fucking
weekend,
quick as shit.
like the weekend
Yeah.
it came out. Because I'm pretty sure it's like a short game too. So it's like
Yeah.
everyone played it, beat it, and then went back to Elden Ring.
Yeah. And which I mean, Stray is up there for one of the nominees
Hmm.
of best indie game, which I
Yeah,
think
it could
it
probably get
most
in the game.
likely will win that. If there's anything next to that, I would have to say Vampire Survivors, which I actually got on my fucking
I haven't
Xbox.
even heard of that.
Oh, dude, it is so fucking it's so
So
fucking
it's probably not gonna
addicting.
win.
Yeah, it's probably not going to, but my hopes are up there. But I think Stray is gonna definitely get
Indie,
indie game
yeah.
of the year, and
I
then
don't even
Elden
know
Ring.
like what other indie game would be on the list with it.
I I don't remember. I just remember Vampire Survivor and Stray, and I think God of War is gonna win like a good amount of
It probably
awards.
can. I
It's
mean,
just not gonna be get.
the last one did, and I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure this one's as good as, if not better than the last one from what I hear.
yeah,
I've been trying to like
yeah.
avoid
Because one
stuff
of
on
the
it, so to some degree. I mean, I've seen some stuff. I know some spoilers, but
yeah,
I think I've avoided most of them.
yeah. I think because I have heard some of the soundtrack for it. I think
Like
it's probably
get the
gonna get
soundtrack.
best music,
Yeah.
and which I mean, rightfully so. I mean, it's fucking
Hmm.
banging. Like it's a banging fucking soundtrack. And I think the only, yeah, because when God of War got Game of the Year, it was running like neck and neck with Red Dead.
Yeah.
And Red Dead like won fuckloads of awards,
Hmm.
but didn't
Didn't
get
get
Game
Game
of the
of the Year.
Year,
Yeah.
which I feel like
I mean, sometimes
if you
they
won
do
that,
that because they don't want to give they don't necessarily want to give it like a clean sweep. Like that's like a
Yeah.
pretty rare thing. Like you'd have to have a very exceptional game and a lot of shitty and everything else would have to be shitty at the same time. Like you basically would have to have like a year where like fucking Skyrim 2 comes out and then nothing else.
Skyrim 2. Can you imagine that's this fucking Elder Scrolls 6?
That'd be fucking
People would be so pissed.
dude. I mean, hey, there's no reason why they can't do a fucking sequel to one. I mean, it doesn't have to be the next one. Like maybe that's Elder Scrolls 7 in 15 years, 15 20 years.
Yeah.
And when Elder Scrolls 7 comes out, it'll be Elder Scrolls 7 Skyrim 2.
Yeah. Fucking Christ. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's another thing. Like I saw like a lot of people fucking in like Bethesda chats and being like, it's whenever fucking Starfield fucking comes out, it's obviously gonna get a lot of backlash
Oh,
because of,
it's probably gonna just work as everyone loves to say, you know?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
well,
it's a Bethesda
how,
game.
how
The
about this?
fucking thing is gonna be
When it comes out and it's broken and everyone's complaining about how broken it is, I'll go and finally fully play Cyberpunk. And then however much time passed between when Cyberpunk came out and when I played it, that's when I'll play Starfield.
yeah. I
Or maybe
think
I'll wait for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out and then I'll play Starfield.
yeah.
That's what we should get
I
everybody to boycott Starfield until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
Well, that's actually the next game after
Hmm.
Starfield is gonna be Elder Scrolls.
I will kill them
Which who
all if they do another
knows?
Fallout game before.
Oh my god, dude, I'll be so fucking pissed. Like,
Oh, I don't give a
don't get
fuck.
me
I don't give
wrong,
a
I
fuck
I
about
love
Fallout.
Fallout. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Fallout,
It's not Elder
and
Scrolls.
yeah, like my heart is set in the Elder Scrolls. Like, that's where I
When
put most of my
they
fucking time. Like,
in a couple years when they finally come out with the first like actual trailer with actual information in it, they will have to mop the floors of E3 just because people have been
I
so pent up.
I'm I will probably cry like a bitch.
Like
I'll probably be fucking crying, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'll probably be like, "Fuck
I
yes!"
won't.
Like,
I see. To me,
I
I
was
won't
going.
have that moment until it's downloaded and I'm going to launch it because then I'll know it's real. Right now, it's not real. It's just a figment of our imagination. It's a
You're right.
collective.
Oh,
It's
we
a
got.
collective hallucination until it actually comes out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of
Fucking.
games, uh, there's a game that I used to play a lot of. That's a mobile gotcha game. Bleach Brave Souls. I logged on for the first time in like a year yesterday, and I mean I didn't spend any money on that. I just played it. Like I didn't even really play it. I just kind of like got on my daily login rewards, which I'm gonna do. I have to do that later. Um, but I have it on. It's a mobile game, but I have it. It's on Steam. And I log into my Steam because I haven't used Steam in fucking months. And I was like, oh, there's sales going on, as Steam does. Well, let me just take a little peruse through and see what stuff I want that's on sale. So I bought a couple things. So the last like big sale they had, I bought Warhammer Dawn of War and its 3 expansions. Well, now I have Dawn of War 2 and its 2 big expansions. And another Warhammer game, Battlefleet Gothic Armada and Armada 2, which those are supposed to be like really good games. I got both of
Oh
those.
yeah.
And I got a Star Wars game. Star Wars Rebel Assault 1 and 2. The reason I bought it's like an old Star Wars game.
Yeah.
The reason I got it is because when I was a kid and I had a PS1, which I didn't have a PS1 when it was new, I had a P like the fucking PS3 was already out and I got a fucking PS1. I had Rebel Assault 2 and I fucking loved it. So at some point I'm gonna have to go and fucking replay it. I might play those all on stream and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I got so many games I want to fucking stream in that I need to play. Like I need to finish the last ones that I started when I was streaming regularly. Fucking because right when I was streaming regularly, I bought they had all the like the Tomb Raider kind of reboot from like the past couple years, like Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, or yeah, it's Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. They had all three of those in a bundle with all the DLC for like $20 like a while back, and I bought it. Even though I already had the 2013 reboot one, and I already beat it on 360. It was all on Xbox One, and I played through the first one and like half of the second one on stream. And then I was running time like where I was like getting ready to move and all that, so I kind of stopped streaming. Also, I played fucking what is it, Darksiders 1. Yeah, Darksiders 1 War Master Edition. I played through that whole game. And I played the first like hour or two of Darksiders 2, which is a fucking completely different game. Holy shit. They changed a lot about on that game. But I need to go back and play that one. Like there's so many games I got that I've been saving to play. Stream finally getting back to it a little bit.
Yeah. I think what we should probably do is do a stream on the channel whenever we upload
Mm-hmm.
this and the other fucking videos that we got planned. Just do like a stream, like probably, I don't know, it depends on what we upload, like a day like we have today, and just like somebody like stream and then just
Well,
the other kind of like commentate along with the,
what we could do,
or just fucking stream like fucking like a game like Overcooked or something like
this,
that.
this is what we could do. This is a better version of that idea. This is the next evolution of that idea. That's a better version. So, I get this ready. This is kind of like meta talk, so I don't know if you want to keep this in the episode or not. But
We can.
I edit this episode, right? Have that ready. I edit those. I think we have four or five. I think it's four, maybe five. Castle Crashers. Get those edited ready, and then we upload them or get them at least like unlisted or like privated or whatever, like, but upload it, not like released on the channel. And
Yeah.
then as the launch day of the channel, if it's a day that if you have a Saturday or Sunday that you are off of work, we live stream together playing something like in person together, like just like whatever, and like release everything like on the same day, and do it as like a, hey, it's our launch day, and do it like a launch day, or we could do live stream an episode of this or something. Like episode 2 could be live on launch day of the channel or something.
Either that, or we could probably do like a. Yeah, honestly, we could probably live stream a fucking podcast and then
I mean, we could do both. We
do
could we
like.
could do that and play a game, or just like us sitting like together, like playing, like have like us and then like the game up or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm down for that.
And
That'd be
it could be
dope.
like us like together in person.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
have to let me know
because
a
we
weekend
gotta
that you're
get that.
off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work that out with the boss man,
Mm-hmm. Obviously,
which shouldn't be.
the sooner the better. So that way we could release this sooner.
Oh yeah, honestly though, yeah, most fucking definitely.
You usually work both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, as of lately, I've been doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday,
Damn,
like opening all the way to about like 7.
damn, that's like shit. Cause I mean, what would work if you were cool with it is you could still work like that Friday or whatever, and I could just like after I get off work, head out there towards you and like pick you up, and you could just come stay the night out here, and then we have like a whole day. If like you just had like just Saturday off and like maybe you closed on Sunday or something, then we could have a whole day to do shit, do videos, do some vlogs or wherever us going different places or something. I don't know. I'm kind of weird about filming in public, so I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
um, I could like take you to some places or whatever, and then we could maybe like film like a Magic game and some other stuff,
Yeah.
and do like the live launch.
Hell yeah.
Get fucked up.
Celebration time, come on.
I have alcohol. We can drink. we this is what we
Yes.
could do. This is what we could do. This is what we could do. You familiar with Pay Money Wubby?
I am not.
He is a fucking hilarious streamer. You have to go look up his highlight channel on YouTube. And this is the highlight you gotta watch. You can either watch the highlight or you can do I didn't watch. I watched the full VOD of the stream. He did a stream like a week or two ago, maybe a little longer, about maybe like two, yeah, like a week or so ago. That it's incredible. It is a feat, a miracle of God that he did not get banned. What you have to look up is Pay Money Wubby, pancake batter stream. That is the term that they used for him and I guess these are like I don't know if it's like his editors and mods or whatever. Like two, it's like three of the guys that like work for him that are his friends or whatever came over and they didn't. All four of them didn't participate. Three of them did. One of them had chicken out. But the pancake batter, they had a tent, a single person tent behind them, and one at a time, they would go in the tent and do something that Jackass has done into a cup. And then they had an actual sperm tester and they like measured the amount. They
That's
got
really had.
points based, well, like the physical amount in the cup. They ran it through the tester for sperm count, and they measured. Oh yeah, they got whoever was the fastest had a better time. Got points. Meanwhile, and literally like this is how close they were. So it's like a one person tent that you can like you can't even. It's not even big enough to lay in. You can stand and sit in this tent. That's how big the tent is, and it's as close as you can hit it. And they're all just sitting there like watching fucking like media share and laughing and making jokes and stuff, while the other person's
Oh
in that
my
tent.
god.
I have no, and but that's the term that they use is that they were making pancake batter.
Fucking god, bro.
We could do that. We could make pancake batter. I don't know how I didn't get banned. That's fucking insane.
I don't know how you fucking don't get banned, man.
I mean, you don't
That's
ever see
like,
it, and they definitely don't refer to it as what it actually is.
yeah.
And they're even like to even go the extra step, where that we can prove that we're making pancake batter is they take like their little cup and they put it in a big bowl, and that's how they hand it to the guy who goes and tests it, and then they have a box of like Bisquick and like whisk and shit in the tent with them. It's like, see, look, I have the pancake mix right here. And then fucking Wubby, I think he went first, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it was just like Johnny Knoxville in the Jackass or whatever, where I was working with a soft whisk."
Uh, oh my god.
Oh fuck, it's so funny. It's
Jesus
like it's
Christ.
so fucking funny, man. You gotta watch like if you have like a couple hours, watch the whole fucking stream, man.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, you should definitely
What the
like
fuck was his name again?
Pay Money Wubby.
Pay Money Wubby. Alright.
He's the guy you probably seen clips of him where he wears glasses, but he usually is wearing a full body green suit, green morph suit, except for his face.
Okay.
He is fucking funny.
Fucking Christ.
It should be like one of his recent videos too. Is like the highlight video of it. It's like his YouTube channel is Pay Money Wubby Highlights or something like that. It's fucking great. It's like a 20-minute like edited down version of it. Um, the the full stream is fucking hilarious.
Christ, bro.
Yeah, Pay Money Wubby Highlights. Yeah. Oh yeah. The video is called the J Olympics.
Okay, yeah, I just saw that J Olympics. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
13 days ago. I recommend just watching his fucking videos on his channel. He's funny.
funny as fuck, dude.
Mm.
Oval Office, god damn it, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
we're gonna have to do like a big old fucking celebration stream at the very fucking
Mm-hmm.
as soon as we launch, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's get together. Let's fucking get drunk, play some Halo or something. Who knows what?
Fuck
Just
yeah.
play whatever.
Fuck
And
yeah, man.
just do just a bunch of shit and do like drinking games and stuff. Some non
Oh
TOS
yeah,
breaking drinking.
that's right.
You gotta say that for
Non
the
TOS.
yeah.
Remember
We're
that.
not breaking TOS. Never. I would never do that. I swear to God. I fucking swear to
Fuck
God. I
that.
will not fucking drink a drink in front of children
Never.
and jerk off. Fuck, man.
Oh fuck, dude.
You know how I sometimes have like very random funny thoughts that occasionally I share with y'all.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about me. I don't share all of them. They just happen all the time for me, and I just laugh about them myself. One of the ones I had earlier today at work, just while I was working, just thinking about random shit, was you know how we always give our D&D characters flaws, right? I was thinking, man, it would be very funny to have a character whose flaw is that they used to be a pedophile. They're not anymore. They're not anymore. And so this I thought out a whole thing for it. Like they're a paladin.
That's awesome.
They're a paladin, and the reason why they're showing up in this town, whatever town that is because the church relocated them because they got caught. Just like real priest in the Catholic Church. I didn't face any punishment for my crime. I just had to move like to another country.
That's fucking awesome.
So
Oh my
that's
god.
gonna be a character that I'm going to play in one of the near future games that we do.
Oh, please fucking do. Please do.
I will be a paladin who fucking pedophile.
Can you imagine saving an orphanage?
So one of the things I thought was like, oh, it's like someone is like, I just thought of like part of this now, but part of it I thought of earlier. The punchline I thought of earlier, but the actual like story I thought of just now is like there could be like somebody like, oh, someone that came into broke into our house and stole our children. It'd be like, children, you say? I'm listening.
Yes, protect the children.
And I'm just that's the whole thing is that he's not going to be one anymore, and he still has those thoughts, and but he's like very just awkward and weird around kids. Like, okay,
And
you can
nobody knows.
stay over there, child. I'm going to. All right. It's like it's like we rescue child from like God or something. It's like, okay, I'm going to pick you up. Is that okay? Everyone,
Well,
watch
the
where
best part is like,
watch where I put my hands. Everyone, watch.
fucking best part is like, don't mention it to
Oh no, I'm
anybody
not.
else in the
I'm
party,
not.
because then they're gonna be immediately be like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm
what?
not going to tell anybody.
Like, oh my god.
Literally, his
That'd be
origin
fucking
is going to
so.
be, which of course if they watch this episode they'll know. But his origin is going to be
Yeah.
that he got caught and is in trouble, and but to avoid being like having legal trouble, his church that he works for relocated him to another area, and he's like not about it no more. He's not going to do it anymore. He doesn't want to have to do that again. But so he like is like new to town and. And there's no like registered sex offenders in D&D,
Oh my god.
so I don't have to like tell anybody. That's why I'm there. I say, oh yeah, I work for the church, and they needed help out over here.
Oh my god.
They
That'd be
relocated. I mean,
fucking
moved. I
amazing.
moved. I didn't get relocated anywhere. I moved. I chose to come here.
Oh, fuck, dude, that'd be so fucking funny.
And like I can allude to that he has like a dark past, and like he doesn't want to talk about it, and that's what it is.
It's a sensitive topic.
It's like I've wasn't always a holy, honest, holy man. But I'm not about that no more. I don't do that no more. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm born again. I'm reborn in the eyes of my God.
Uh, Fuck, dude, that shit would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh fuck, dude.
Yep. So that's
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. How long have we been at it?
About 2 hours, but I'm about to cut a couple minutes out.
All right.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Um, did you want to
Oh fuck.
do the any of the other topics you had? Because
Ah.
I am opening up another tab to Anime Planet in case you wanted to do that. Skip down to that
Oh.
bottom one you had there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if I can't remember if it was yesterday or not, but I was because I've been watching some anime and I've kind of taken a couple weeks off,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, because I need to
As
catch up on like Chainsaw Man and all
as that
that.
happens.
Yeah, and I sat there and I was like, what would? Because I never really thought about it. I was like, what the fuck would my top five anime
Mm-hmm.
like be? Whether I
Yeah,
finished them or not. Like, I mean,
yeah. I've thought
it's
about
just one
that
of
before
those.
a little bit. Just
And
not necessarily top five, but a similar thing. Trash Taste. I'm sure you're familiar. You know Trash Taste podcast and all that. Who
oh
they are.
yeah,
They've done episodes where they did their what's called a 3x3, which is it's like a old it's like an earlier internet social media kind of thing that people would have. They would
oh
have
yeah, I
three by
remember
threes on
those.
their pages, and it was a an image that was 3x3 images, so 9 images, and it was like your top 9 albums or songs or bands or anime or just like whatever. They did a bunch of those different ones, and so I've kind of thought about it a little bit. I probably could. Some of them I'd have to go and rewatch to actually narrow down an actual top like 9 or top 5. But I mean, I have a good idea of like what some of them would be. Like, I definitely have Code Geass in there. I mean, that's my favorite of all time, probably. I've watched it. I rewatched it more than anything. I mean, let's see. I've watched it enough that it's all. It would be as though it was as long as almost as long as like Bleach, which is like 300 something episodes. I've watched it like 7 or 8 times, and it's like 50 episodes. So like that would definitely have to be up there. I do have my Anime Planet pulled up like stuff that I've watched like Afro Samurai. I don't know if I'd put that in my top 5, but I could probably put it in like a top 10. I definitely would want to rewatch it to refresh some stuff. That's the one that the English. It's one of the few. It's like one of the rare occasions where the English dub came out first because Samuel L. Jackson helped produced it and is voiced in it. Um, Akira, of course, is a classic. That's got to be up there. One that would probably it wouldn't be. I'd have to rewatch to decide if it's going to be like a top 9 or anything. But another, like you mean, like really liked that when we first watched that. Another. That was the one that like I just randomly watched. It's like it's pretty short. It's only like
Yeah,
12 episodes. I watched it like during the week of in high school one day, and you spent the night that weekend. I was like, hey man, check this out. And we watched the whole thing that weekend. So like in like
yeah,
a week's time, I watched it twice.
yeah.
Um.
That one is actually on my list,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be like a top 10 or whatever, just because like I mean, other than growing up with like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon,
You weren't really didn't have like
like
a whole lot of anime stuff
yeah, there
before
wasn't
that.
really, I mean, I didn't really have like a friend group or anything like that that really introduced me to anime
That was kind of like
growing
your
up.
introduction.
Yeah, and that was kind of like the very first like
Like this is
anime
anime.
anime,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
that I actually watched. And so for that, like that one holds like a pretty
yeah.
special
Like I said,
place.
it would probably be on like if I had like a longer list than like maybe 10. I don't know. I feel like it would if like I was to go through this and like just like call it a bunch and make a shorten the list down because I mean the list of like stuff that I've watched. Let me go to my profile. Uh, 245 shows and movies. I could narrow that down a lot because there's some on there
Yeah.
that are mid or are kind of whatever. Um, but as far as like getting down to like a top 10 or top 5, like I'd have to definitely have to rewatch it. Like and that's something that I was thinking about earlier when I saw you mention that and you messaged me that was I'd like there's
Yeah.
several I'd have to rewatch. Like I know Hero would probably be in the
Yeah.
top 10. I would have to rewatch. I've seen it enough times, but like Afro Samurai, I'd probably have to rewatch.
Yeah.
Another a recent one that would probably definitely be a close running for up there would be A Silent Voice. That was really a really good movie.
Yeah.
That's the one with the. Have you seen it?
No, but I have heard that
Yeah, that's the
it's
one with the.
extremely good.
That's the one with the deaf girl and like it's just, like when they were little kids. This guy would like bully her or whatever, and he got like in like a lot of trouble and like ostracized or whatever. He became like I don't know, he became like really like kind of wimpy and all that. But like they've like reconnect as they're older and it was really really good.
Yeah.
That would probably be up there. Attack on Titan maybe. I don't know, I had a weird thing with Attack on Titan. When it was first coming out, I thought it was overrated as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I watched like the first half, like I watched, yeah, I watched about like the first half of the first season, and I got kind of bored. Like, I didn't really. It was a weird stage for me in anime because I was like first like really really into anime like just a couple years before then, and like I don't know like the way like everyone was reacting to like certain characters, I thought was kind of I was like I don't know, I thought some of it was weird, and I didn't care for it. And so I was like I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna read the manga and get caught up with it and follow that for a little while and see if this goes somewhere better. Like maybe it's just like a slow early part. Um, well, it just so happened at that time where the manga was because I read up to where it was and was caught up with it was monthly releases, which that kind of sucked. It just so happened that they were at the slowest part in the entire series, and I was like, and on top of that, it's monthly releases. Normally, it's weekly releases for a lot of like Naruto and Bleach and all when those were coming out were weekly. This was once a month. You would get a chapter, and it was during this part that's super talky, super slow, super boring. And I was like, "Fuck this! I'm done. I'm out. I'm gone. It's not going to go. The series ain't going to go anywhere. It's not going to be nothing." And of course, fast forward a couple years, it's like the hottest fucking anime like ever. It's like the biggest fucking thing. And I did eventually go back and rewatch it and I'm all the way caught up on it, and it is really good. It's another one that it would probably there's a couple mid parts in the middle. It probably would definitely be like top 25, wouldn't be top 10. I don't think. I feel like there's other ones on here that would be up there. Now, as far as OPs, the rumbling OP would definitely be probably in my top 10. That is a fucking awesome opening. It's on my fucking playlist. I listen to it all the time. Let's see. Scroll down. Scroll down. I'm just gonna go through like my list of like what I've seen and just kind of picking out a couple key ones. Personally, I would probably put Bleach in my top 10. That was like one of the first. That for me, that's one of the first ones where I was like, this is anime. Like that, Naruto, and Code Geass were like the three like when I was like, okay, like kind of. I mean, kind of Naruto. And as much as I love Naruto, but I kind of didn't fully know what anime really was when I was watching those. I kind of knew that it was something different than regular cartoons. But when I was like, oh, like I'm into anime and like I know that that's what it is, it was Code Geass, like my first big one. Um, but yeah, Bleach would probably be up there. Another recent movie that was really good, Bell. Again, it probably would. I don't know if it would make the top 10 or not, but it would definitely be in the contention for near the lower of the list. No, none of those would probably. Cells at Work is good, but I don't know if I'd put it up that high. I probably wouldn't put it up that high. I need to watch the other seasons of it too. Clan Dad's pretty good. I don't know. Is that top 10 material? Maybe when close, I'd have to rewatch, but maybe closer to when I first watched it, it definitely would have been. It probably would have even been like top 5. Clan Dad and Clan Dad After Story. That's like one of the OG like when I was first getting into anime. This is one of the ones like anytime someone like because there wasn't as much anime. Anytime someone was like, "Here's a list of all the anime you need to watch," that's like that everyone watches. That was like one of the top ones. There was a handful that were like that, and that was the top one. I mean, shit, when did this even fucking come out? Fucking 2007, bro. I didn't watch it back then. I watched it years later, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely that one was pretty good. That's one of the first. That's like the first one that like for most people like made them like cry during an anime. It definitely gave me a man tear or two shed. So it'd probably be close. Like I said, I have to rewatch it. Code Geass that'd probably be like definitely top three, if not number one. It's probably my favorite. Honestly, this probably would fucking go up the top in the top 10 maybe. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That was fucking
Heard
awesome.
that's extremely good.
That
I
was
have heard
really
that is an
good.
extremely good.
It's it. I mean, it definitely. I think it definitely earned like an instant classic kind of title. Like
Yeah.
that's one that I mean, and that's saying something because it's a fucking video game tie-in anime. Like there's been tons of them, and they're all been fucking not great, forgettable, whatever bullshit anime. I guess the only exception, which it's you almost can't even call it anime, is that Arcane series, which I haven't watched that, but
Yeah,
it's not for me.
yeah,
Um,
that one ain't for me either.
I'd probably have to rewatch it, even though it's a relatively recent one. Darling in the Franxx. Definitely, if I was to do like a 9x9, I probably wouldn't have like five or six of them be fucking mecha anime. So I'd probably have this as like an honorable mention. I liked it, and I know when it was coming out, it made that weird turn at the end, and a lot of people didn't like that. But I was like, fuck it, I'm drinking the goddamn Kool Aid. Uh, yeah, I mean it's still pretty good. It's almost great. It's good but not great.
It was one of those like I after finishing watching it, I was like, what this needs is what Full Metal Alchemist did and just fucking reboot the bitch,
Mm,
pretty much.
no, I
Cause
think what it
I think a lot of people were not happy about how it fucking ended off.
I think really what it needed was so I think this is one of the things that made it super popular was that it was kind of deep but not really like it I was like even from the beginning like I could feel that it's somewhere's in between like a regular classic like mecha action series and like Evangelion, which that's one that would definitely be like top three fucking Ian just Evangelion. Because Indiana Jones and Evangelion has a lot of like deeper meaning, a lot of psychological stuff. Like it's a very deep kind of like you have to think about shit kind of anime for a lot of it. And there's like a lot of deeper meaning behind stuff, and it's like a crazy fucked up world and stuff. Darling in the Franks is like uh discount Evangelion because like there is like some like crazy kind of deeper cool science fiction like weird fucked up stuff going on, but it doesn't quite deliver all the way.
Yeah.
Like it
It
doesn't it kind of like dawdles somewhere in the middle, and then it just has a weird fucking ending that comes like out of left
yeah.
field. Which I think really what it needed is at least a second season. How many episodes is it? It's 20. Yeah, 24 episodes. Yeah, I definitely need like take those like last couple episodes where it makes that weird turn and make like just in the show like kind of shortly where after it is, and then just do another season and build up to that. And I think it would have been fine. But I guess they knew that they weren't getting a second season for whatever reason, even though it was super popular. And
Yeah, they
he just went ahead and did the ending he wanted to do, and he just kind of skipped over a bunch of shit, which kind of sucked.
yeah.
That's what happened. I don't think it needs like the fucking the Brotherhood treatment is such like a extreme thing to just fully redo the entire show. But even then, like Brotherhood, like as someone who I watched Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, they redid it, but they fucking like skimmed through most of it because they knew most people watched it because it was they did it shortly after they did Brotherhood, regular Full Metal Alchemist. It was only a couple years later, and also they had a filler ending. This is an original anime, so there is no. It's not like it's based off of a manga to go from. It I don't know. It still has some cool shit in it though. It definitely I'd say honorable mention, but not top 10. Uh
I think for me that one was I enjoyed the characters
mm-hmm.
in it.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed
Like
most of it.
02 was a really good like female lead, and what the fuck was Oh Boy?
I don't fucking remember Hero or something. Who the fuck
I
knows?
don't. Yeah, I don't remember
Every
his
other
name,
fucking
but
anime dude is fucking Hero. What's his annoying? Should these live their lives? Because robots called Franks. A boy, yeah, Hero.
yeah,
A boy named
but
Hero is
yeah,
called
that
Code 16, and he was once known as a prodigy. However, he's fallen
yeah,
behind. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it was one of those like I enjoyed the setting of it. Like you said, it was deep, but it wasn't deep,
yeah. Like
and it
it
was just
occasionally
kind
would
of
dip
like
its
a
toes into it. It's like, oh, look at what we're doing. This is crazy. But then it wouldn't like
yeah,
fully go all the way in.
yeah. So it was just kind of like, like I mean, it's definitely an honorable mention, but
Mm-hmm.
it's it's not on any of my tops really, just for
I have a
that
feeling this next one,
specifically.
next two that I'm going to mention are probably in your top 10. And this is just me judging you off of what I know about you. Uh, Dead Man Wonderland.
See, it would have been
If it wasn't a
for
fact
me,
that it just ends.
yeah. Like
Yeah, the same
it
thing.
was one of the first ones that it was another one that I was
And it
like
is pretty
started
good.
off with. And it was really good. Like I mean, the setting, the plot, everything was just like
Mm-hmm.
fucking it was there. It was just it needed another season.
Yeah, but you don't
It
get
needed
that when
another
you die.
season. Yep.
Yeah, something's
I
kind of like,
was like,
yeah,
yeah, because I remember talking with Julian about it because he was
big into
like,
it.
fuck yeah, like it was good, and we were talking about it, and I'm like, dude, it needed a fucking second season
Mm-hmm.
so badly, and he's like, I couldn't fucking agree more. Like, I'm surprised it never did get a fucking second
I
season.
don't think they had enough content to do a second season. Like, I think there
Yeah.
is. I think the manga goes a little bit farther, but I think it's shortly after where it ends. That's when the guy got sick, and died. So there's just
Was that what happened?
yeah. I'm almost
Fuck.
positive that's what it is. It was with that and that happened with that. It happened with High School of the Dead.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see, where's the person?
Yeah, I don't remember the fucking
Original
old boy's
manga.
name though.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Fucking. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, well, it says see this says it ranged from 2007 to 2013. I'm pretty sure there was like hiatuses and stuff. So, because it's how long is it? Yeah, it's 13 volumes, 57 chapters. That's not many chapters. Um, those must be some long chapters if it's fucking 13 volumes. God damn.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, this chick. Yeah, she did. Oh, it's the same chick who did another Dead Man Wonderland Smoking Parade, Eureka 7.
Oh, okay.
I could have swore she died.
Probably.
This isn't this is just let me just like look up her name.
I'm just kind of surprised. I didn't know it was the same one that did another.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize that either. I can see like looking at the
Uh,
art, because I think it's the same
I
artist
can.
that did Eureka 7.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can see it. Yeah, looking at the screenshots and shit like that. Yeah, I can kind of see it.
I could have swore.
Fuck, 2011. Damn. Fucking things. Fuck, dude. Can't believe it was that long.
I could have swore.
Yeah. No.
I guess not because I don't see anything talking about it. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Is she got sick or something. That happens a lot. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of series that have just ended because. Okay, oh, Record Seven was before Dead Man Wonderland. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar
Okay.
with
Yeah.
Smoking Parade. Oh no! She didn't do another. She didn't. No. So she did
Really?
a spin off of Dead Man Wonderland called Another Dead Man Wonderland. Okay, it has a period, so it threw me off.
Okay.
Nah, that's my bad. I thought it said another, so I was like, it had a period, so I was like, what the fuck? No, I was wrong, completely wrong.
I see.
Well, the other one that I think would be on your list, again, judging you by your character, Death Note.
Actually, never seen Death Note.
Holy shit! Oh,
I've read the
yeah,
first.
you have the volume of it,
Yeah, I've got the
the black
fucking. I
edition.
think it's technically one and two.
Yeah, because you
Technically.
have the black edition of it.
Yeah. I did read this, and I do want to get more of it.
You
Because, I
should.
mean, not only is this fucking nice as
That
shit
is nice as
looking,
shit.
but, like, at the same time, like, I was hooked as
You should
fuck
definitely watch
to
the
reading
show.
this.
Like,
Yeah.
you should definitely
Yeah,
watch the
this
show.
was. This is definitely one I need to fucking
It's
watch.
only 37 episodes, dude. Watch the show.
Oh, it's that fucking. Alright. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's 2 seasons. One of the seasons is a short season. Just watch it. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
I could have swore it was longer for some reason. I thought it was, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's a 24 episode then a 13 episode season, or the other way around. I don't remember. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would definitely is right up your ass alley.
Yeah, so hard, man.
Um,
It's right there asking for you.
this one probably I don't know if it would be on my top 10, but it's definitely be up close. 'Cause I really like Demon Slayer. I've been really enjoying it. It's gotten better and better as it goes on. Animation's fucking art style's sick. Animation's sick.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's one of those that's like got everybody and their fucking grandma
Mm-hmm.
watching
It's
that.
pretty hype, bro.
I mean, I mean, it's only been out for how long and has already had a fucking full on like movie.
The first season, I don't know when the manga started, but the first season was 2019. It's had 2 movies.
Oh, it's had two movies. Holy shit.
Was it? No, was it? No, it wasn't 2 movies. It was one movie. My bad. I thought it was two because I have it's 3 seasons of show. No, yeah, what is it? No, what is it? No, it's 2 seasons. What they did was the movie they released it as a couple episode like mini series. That's what it is. So I think I have the movie on here twice because it's Mugen Train. There's the Mugen Train movie, and then there's Mugen Train like the episodes. Like yeah they 7 episodes. What the fuck? Why is it that long? Oh, they expanded it because it's an arc that happens in the manga, but they trimmed it up and made a movie out of it. But then they expanded it. Okay, I was wondering why because I remember uh when I was watching, I was like, man, because I saw the movie at the theaters. I was like, I don't remember some of these scenes watching this goddamn movie at the theaters. But yeah, it's 7 episodes. Um, but yeah, the most recent season for the Entertainment District arc is fucking good. Even the Mugen Train stuff is really good. So, but again, I don't know if it's quite top 10. One that is now this next one that is, which again I think it's also probably when you like that. I definitely think it's in the top 10 for me. Devilman Crybaby.
I haven't seen that one, but I heard it's weird, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
really good.
it's really good and it's
Like,
really fucking weird. It's intentionally weird as fuck. Like the animation's fucking intentionally weird in some certain scenes. It has a very infamous running scene where they're running very awkwardly that no human would ever run like this in the history of humanity. Um, but they did like twice. But it's really fucking good. Um, This is another one that would definitely be in my top 10, just a matter of where. Dororo. I'm pretty sure I recommended this to you to watch. It's one season. It's on Amazon Prime. That's why it's not as huge as I think it should be. It came out in 2019. It should be fucking huge. It's by a fucking great studio. Was it Mappa? Did it? It's actually a remake of a old like 60s anime, and it's like a modern like I say it's just a modern redo of it. I mean, it's not like set in modern time. It's set in the same feudal Japan era. I think I told you about it. It's the one where the main character uh has so when he's born, his father is the lord of like the local area or whatever, but the land sucks. Like it's like shitty. They can't grow food for shit. There's natural disasters all the time. It's fucking poor as fuck. He makes a deal with these 12 demons or devils, uh, in exchange for his son, his firstborn son. He gets all his land like becomes awesome. Just fucking no natural disasters. They grow all types of food, make all kinds of money, this and that. And so when he's born, the demons start taking each their share of him. But because his mom was praying to a Buddha statue, the last demon didn't get to take his life, so he's alive. But he's missing all four of his limbs, has no skin, no eyes, can't talk, can't hear. Like he has like no senses at all. He's just like a skinless quadriplegic baby. But he gets like, and so the dad's like tells like the house like the house, what is it, the bed mother or whatever, to like go fucking get rid of this thing. It's gonna die like anyway. And he obviously does it and grows up. It gets found by this other person who raises him and gives him like prosthetic limbs, and he has to go and fight the demons in order to reclaim his body, the rest of his body parts. It's a fucking really good show. And so like he knows how to fight and can fight by I don't know remember how it is, but is able to fight and kills the first one, and he starts one by one getting his different senses and body parts back. It's really fucking good. It's not that long, yeah. It's only 24 episodes, one season, but that one would definitely be top 10 probably. Definitely in like the a contender for it. Same with Erased. That's a pretty good one. I didn't watch it until like a year ago, but that one's really good. Um, that would definitely be up there. That's one I very highly recommend. What else? What else? Yeah, Evangelion. Not the movies. I don't really care for the movie ones, but the actual show would be up there.
Yeah.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood could probably fight for one of those positions. What else we got? Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah,
But yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
yeah. That either that or like the show standalone complex could probably be up. Definitely a contender for up there. Yeah, either the original movie or the show standalone complex. What else we got? What else we got? Goblin Slayer is good, but it probably wouldn't be that high up there. Same with Gleipnir. Uh,
That's one of those like if I'm in the mood for like some pure fucking like
yeah.
testosterone, like slashing fucking shit up, like that's a good one. But I think overall that one just kind of like it was really good, but it wasn't that good to make the top like
Yeah.
five for me.
Another one that, if there was more of it, it probably would be damn near close to my top 10. Uh, but just because it had the same problem where like the person who created it got sick and couldn't make it anymore, or maybe died or something. High School of the Dead,
But yeah,
also known as the bullet flies between the titties anime.
the most one of the most infamous fucking anime scenes
I
of
that
all
clip comes up in
fucking
my
time.
feed till this day, bro.
Like, dude, that fucking anime was just so fucking like
And I was like the
I
perfect
don't even
age
know
to
the
watch it, bro.
I wasn't even like I don't even know how you would fucking describe that anime. Like it was
Oh,
just
it's
so
balls to the
fucking like
walls,
absurd.
balls to the walls zombie anime with a bunch of high school.
Yeah,
There's like some dudes that are the main characters, but there's also like a bunch of high school chicks with huge titties. That's the anime.
yeah.
That's everything you need to know about it. and
It
that's
was just
why
like,
it is like damn near. If there was more of it, it would. If there was more of it, like more seasons of it, it would probably be up there. But it just doesn't. There's not enough of it to really put it up there.
yeah, that's one of those like you want to watch some like wild shit go down in a
Ooh,
fucking anime. That is
so this one's
definitely one.
definitely top 10, probably top 5. Jinro, Wolf Brigade.
Ooh, ooh. You
That's
already guessed one of my. You already guessed one of my
mm-hmm.
top five.
Oh yeah.
You already fucking guessed it. Oh my god, dude, that is
Mm-hmm.
literally the most badass fucking anime
That's your fucking
out there, in my
Krieg,
opinion.
bro. That's your Krieg. That's your anime
Yeah,
version of Krieg.
that is literally the Krieg.
That's what your Krieg Space Marines look like.
That's it. That's it.
So
MG42 and everything.
speaking of that, so this is very off topic from anime, but related to Jinro. Uh, Halo Infinite. Its event from last season that they did had a helmet. So that the event was all World War II themed armors. There was like 3 or 4 sets, and one of them was the German inspired armor, and the helmet looks just like their helmet, and it's called Kerberos
So
or whatever.
fucking sick.
And I just barely got it. I got it. I have it. I wasn't able to get the full set
That's
of the armor. It doesn't. The armor doesn't really look like their armor. It's inspired by
right.
like a Panzer tank or whatever. But the helmet is a direct reference to fucking Jinro, pretty much.
Fucking
And
dope as
I was
shit.
able to just get it by barely, but I have it. Um, let's see. In this corner of the world's really good. I don't know if I put it in my top 10. Same with like Grave of the Fireflies. Like it's a really good movie. It's definitely a classic. A sad, very very sad movie. But I don't know if I put it in my top 10. Studio Ghibli stuff. If I was to pick
Like,
one, it would probably be the same that most guys pick, which is Princess Mononoke. Almost every dude, that's their favorite fucking Ghibli movie. Swear to God.
yeah, for me, like when it comes to Ghibli, it's like,
There's a lot that I haven't
I
seen.
mean,
I've seen like half of them, so there's a
yeah,
bunch I haven't seen. But of the ones I've
yeah,
seen, my
yeah.
favorite one is
But it's also like one of those like I feel like I don't need to add it to my list
yeah.
because I mean they're obviously really fucking good like movies and everything. Like I mean it would I mean Spirited Away was the first fucking anime to win. I think it was like an Oscar or a Grammy
Something
or
like
something
that.
like
Yeah.
that over in the
Ooh,
West.
Millennium
Like I
Actress is a
mean
good
that
movie.
fucking that alone says a lot about the fucking studio in
Mm-hmm.
general.
Well, I mean, they're literally referred to as the Disney of Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mr. Hayao Miyazaki, or as I like to call Hayao, anime was a mistake. Miyazaki, favorite quote of his of mine that he said.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It's great. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 though. There's other stuff that would take that probably beat it out.
Oh,
It would be one of the ones that it would probably be not far from the top 10, but not because I thought it was a contender for top 10, just because it just so happened to beat out some other stuff. Like I like it. It's really
for
good.
me, for me, that is probably at the number one seat on mine.
Really, it is really
Yeah,
good. It could be in the
like
top 10. Like I said, I'd have to go and like actually make a top 10 and then decide how many slots am I going to limit the amount of Gundams that could be up there.
yeah.
I could do a top
For
10 for Gundam.
me, yeah, for me, it's literally right at the top is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
It is good.
That was another one of those like first ones that I got into, and it was like it opened up like the door for like
The slice of life
me
stuff.
realizing like yeah like slice of life. I realized
You
what it
realizing you're a
was.
lesbian dragon.
Fucking stop it.
Yeah, it is good. I mean,
um,
there's I
but
think
it
I'm
also
just
kind of
pretty sure there's enough stuff that I have that would probably beat it out, just because I've seen
yeah
so much.
yeah that and it also kind of like made me realize that like anime also has like a comedy
Mm-hmm.
aspect to it versus just being like
Oh yeah,
mechs and fucking action and shit like that. So
yeah.
that was kind of like immediate like being like, holy fuck, like anime could be like this. All right, I'm in. And literally just under that at second, I'm gonna have to put Konosuba. Like
It's a pretty good one.
that.
I need to finish
That's
it
a
before I can really give a judgment on it. But I watched the first season of it and it's good. I know
that.
it does have a very hilarious scene from that movie where the dude's gonna go with that dark skinned chick with the big titties and he's like, "What's that poking me?" And it's their futa. They have a dick.
Yeah.
That is very
And
funny.
like that is probably the funniest fucking anime I have ever seen. Like out of all the anime that I've watched, like that for it alone just
Hmm.
deserves the fucking second spot.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have to put Jinro just because of the pure fucking badassery that is from the fucking movie. Like, I mean, deep meanings,
Oh yeah.
fucking like just
Parallels
super
with
like
fucking Red Riding
psychologically
Hood.
like fucking you up. Like action is on point,
You like
animation and art
Nazis?
style is great. Stop it.
Oh,
Stop it. It was the fucking Germany Gundam, goddammit, that started it all.
fucking Spiegel Gundam, bro.
Schmiegel Gundam.
It's fucking Spiegel. You didn't even know about that until after.
Yeah.
You always pick Germans
Honestly,
in
that, that
World War
is
Two
that's a
games.
funny fucking. That's just a
So,
funny fucking Gundam suit, dude.
speaking of Gundam, we are at the point in the list where we're at the Gundam section for me.
Oh
Um,
shit.
you can kind of see right above my shoulder back here is like three shells of Gundam kits. Um,
Yeah.
I kind of like it just a little bit. I've seen a few of them, just a couple of them. Um, I mean, just kind of just like which ones would be up there as far as like top 10. I mean, speaking of the Spiegel Gundam and the other very hilarious racist, very racist Gundams, Mobile Fighter G Gundam is the series that is from. Uh, that one is very actually really good. And if I was to do a top five Gundam series, it would definitely probably be up there. Um, the series starts off as like a very villain of the week type thing, but when the story actually starts going, it gets really good. It's one of the ones that's set in its own universe. You don't have to watch anything else, any other Gundam to watch it. It's a classic like '90s, yeah, 1994 when it came out. Classic like '90s fucking robot action series. Fucking, it's awesome. It does have the
Yeah.
hilarious asterisks of every country has their own Gundam. So because it's 1994 and made in Japan, they're very racist, unintentionally. The fucking German one is the Spiegel Gundam, and it's got like a fucking like Nazi helmet.
It
That one,
literally looks like a fucking
that one,
Nazi.
I will say that one is. It actually is pretty subtle, like when you compare it to like other Gundam designs. It could fit, like that one could fit
Yeah.
in a lot of Gundam series, and it actually is really cool. And it is like that is like one of my favorite characters from that one. He's not a bad guy. He's kind of like the what's it called from Speed Racer, Mystery Racer X or whatever. The guy that ends up being Speed Racer's brother.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
literally
Yeah.
like that exact same plot line. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's actually literally it's his brother. I think the main character's brother. Um and yeah, there's the fucking the Mexico's is the Tequila Gundam, and it has
Yeah.
a sombrero and a poncho. The American one is one of like the main characters, and its name is like I don't remember what the name is. The name isn't super stereotypical, but its pilot because every pilot is like a martial artist of some degree, and its pilot is a Hollywood movie star and boxer, world champion boxer, and his Gundam looks like a NFL player, and his shoulder pads can jump off to become boxing gloves. That's pretty cool. Uh,
That's pretty
one
fucking
of the
cool.
most
I'm not gonna
racist
lie.
ones is there's an African one. I don't remember exactly which country it is, but it looks like a Zulu warrior with fucking zebra print cloak and a spear and blackface.
Yeah. It
Somehow,
looks like a.
a robot is doing blackface. It's incredible.
Yeah. Oh my
And there's
god.
like other ones like fucking Holland's like a windmill, like an old timey medieval windmill. It doesn't fucking
Yeah.
make any sense. It is kind of hilarious to watch it. As far as other series, like I mean, original Gundam. I mean, it's just a classic. Like, it kind of you kind of almost have to put that one on the list just because At least for me, because it's like it's the
Yep.
original. It's what started it all. There are better ones. Even for like the old school ones, like I would probably put Zeta Gundam above that one. That was the second one. That one's really good. But like more recent ones, that like this one would like some of these that would probably be on my list would be Mobile Suit Gundam 00. That's the one that I have the perfect grade of. The Exia. That one, there's only two faults I have with that show. It's two seasons. One of them, and this I mean, I'm gonna spoil these two plot lines, sorta. Uh, so in the show, this is one of the ones where there's a Gundam team, where there's a team of people who all have Gundams. One of the characters dies at the end of the first, towards the end of the first season. His Gundam survives. He still either his Gundam still survives, or I think in the second season they all get new Gundams. Yeah, here's what happens. In the second season they all get updated versions. But the pilot for the I think it's called the Gundam Dimes, which is the one with the huge sniper rifle, he dies. Well, it turns out they didn't tell us. They never told us this in the first season, but in the second season we find out he has a long lost twin brother who looks exactly the same as him, and he becomes the new Gundam pilot for that Gundam. That's it's like out of nowhere and stupid plot line, and that's one of the gripes. And the other one, which this one isn't that bad, but is the thing after when you watch the first season, there's these it keeps throughout the show like it shows like the stuff going on with the Gundam pilots and like the war that they're kind of starting and all this and that. The whole plot is that to prevent like the world from breaking out into like another world war, because like all these different organizations like governments are like having like an arms race for like their mobile suits or whatever. This group called Celestial Being, who developed the Gundams, which Gundams are always the best fucking mecha ever, uh, decided that they're going to target all of them so that they're forced to all join forces and create like a Earth Federation, pretty much. They all work together against one enemy, which is them. That's the plot. For whatever reason, during the first season, it keeps cutting to these two characters, which they're like comic relief slash. It's like they're like just normal people. Like they're not related. I think one of them is literally the neighbor of the main Gundam pilot or whatever, and that's like the relation. And I think the only reason they ever cut to them, like it gets kind of annoying to be honest, because like every episode they cut to these random fucking two like high school characters, like a chick and a dude, and they're kind of annoying. They're pretty fucking annoying characters, and I forget what episode it is that I remember on Crunchyroll or wherever I was watching it on the website. I scrolled down to the comments for whatever reason, and this episode, you can tell everyone asked the same question: Why the fuck do we keep cutting to these fucking annoying ass characters? And every comment said, "Wait until season two; it's worth it." Because they're like I guess you could describe them as like perspective characters, where
Yeah.
just so you get a perspective of like what normal people understand is going on that aren't involved in the Gundam group and all that. Well, season two, you find out why you spent all this time and didn't realize you got to attach these like annoying characters, and then one of them, I think one of them dies, and the other one gets like is like has fucking PTSD, and like joins the fucking one of the governments as like a test pilot for like an extreme mobile suit that they're developing. It's like a whole fucking thing. It's insane. It's like one of the best
Jesus.
plot lines of the second season. It's from these annoying ass characters that you have no idea why we keep cutting to them in the first season. And it's totally worth it. But yeah, that
Jesus
one would probably be up there on my top 10 potentially. Char's Counterattack, the classic movie from back in the day, that's up there. Iron Blooded Orphans, that's a really good one. I fucking love Iron Blooded Orphans. What else we got? I really like Seed and Wing. I don't think that would put them on my top 10 though, just because I think there's better Gundam series. 08th MS Team would probably be up there on my top 10. Actually, yeah, it is up on my top 10. The 08th MS Team is a 12 episode like little mini series they did back in '96. It's basically Gundam meets Vietnam. It's pretty fucking awesome. It's some of the best fights and like of like hand drawn animation with mechas ever. Um, has one of my favorite enemy unit designs, the Goof custom. Stupid name. I always thought the Goof was a retard. Gundam has some stupid names for characters and things. The most infamous would be the character Full Frontal, the main villain from Unicorn Gundam. fucking full frontal.
What's that? Froze up.
That's okay. We'll pretend like we did, like I did it. Um, moving on. What other Gundam? Thunderbolt will have to be up there. That's like one of my favorite ones. Unicorn, fucking awesome. Zeta Gundam, not Gundam Double Zeta. Gundam Double Zeta. It's a rough one.
Yeah.
Well, the first half of it is rough because they try to make it like a children's comedy show to sell toys, and it didn't work. And then like 25, 30 episodes in, they take it seriously, and it gets really good. It gets way better. Not as good as Zeta Gundam. Zeta Gundam was serious the whole way through.
Yeah.
And that for the
Think
most part
my
concludes the Gundam stuff.
yeah. I think for Gundam wise, I think
You've only seen a handful of them, so you
yeah, I've seen. I think I'm gonna have to put Iron Blooded
that one
Orphans
is
on
really good.
there
That's
on my
another
top
one of
five,
the standalone ones.
and I think that is gonna have to be. Oh, where'd I put? I think I'm gonna have to actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that to the number 4 spot, and I think for my final top 5.
Mm.
Oh man, that one's so tough. I think I would have to give it. Oh, where the fuck is it?
Oh
I
man.
think I'm gonna have to give it to the to your name.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten down to that area yet, but yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah. So yeah, that kind of consists my top 5 right there. But I mean, I think yeah, those are probably the ones that have had
The most impact on you.
yeah the most impact on it throughout like my journey watching
Mm.
anime and all that. Fucking yeah, I mean it's just fucking it's good. I mean,
Mm.
it was one of those that was like one of the first like movies that kind of like dropped when I was starting to get in, and it just fucking I mean it blew up
Oh yeah,
throughout
that
the
was huge.
fucking everywhere.
It came
I
out
mean, I
at like
think
a
it was
perfect time
even
too. It was like right when anime was really becoming mainstream. Like it was
it
really
really
becoming mainstream like a
was
year or two, like a couple years right before that. Like, cause
yeah
it
because
wasn't
I
when I
think
first got into it. It definitely wasn't. It was still like a niche thing, super niche thing. Like I didn't
yeah,
really talk about it with anybody at school, because nobody else really
yeah,
watched it. Any anime.
yeah, and I think it was just like so big. Like even J.J. Abrams came out and was like, "I want to fucking make
I
like
mean, it had
a
a
live
fucking.
action
It's one of the
movie of
rare.
this."
I mean, now it's more common because anime is more popular now. But it was one of the rare anime movies that also that wasn't a tie into like a major series that got a U.S. theater release.
Yeah. So yeah, that one was a big deal. Fucking coming out and watching it and being like, oh shit, like romance stories can be fucking good in anime
Oh yeah.
versus like watching
Well, see,
like
I already kind of had that
these.
years ago because I had a Clan Ad, because Clan Ad's a romance anime, sort of.
Oh yeah,
It's harem esque, but it's one of the ones where it's like there's a clear the main character and the main girl are going to get together, and that's like season two. Um, Guessing you're having a little more technical issues. Take
I
that.
just got a notification. I got 13% on
We're
my
almost done.
fucking
We're almost
phone
done.
somehow.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, it's
I
because we're
was
at
like
like
checking. I was like, what was that?
yeah. One that would probably be another one that would be towards my top 10. Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho is fucking awesome. And I feel like as much as I like One Punch Man, it might not make the top 10, but Mob Psycho it's from the same guy. That one makes the top 10. Um, I need to watch the third season started this anime season. I need to watch it. I need to get up on it. Let's see. Let's kind of go fast. My Hero. I like it. I wouldn't put it in the top 10. It's good, but not great. Naruto.
Me for a bit.
Naruto is top 10 for me. Probably top five. Fucking love Naruto. I've rewatched it multiple times, even though it's a couple hundred episodes. If the fact that I've said that, that means that's how much I like it. I mean, that was like the first like anime I was really into because I mean, of course, I didn't really know what anime was. I mean, and I'd seen like Pokemon and Yu Gi Oh and stuff, but like this is like so many memories of like I remember when Ninja Clash and Land of Snow first aired on Cartoon Network. How hyped I was to watch
Yeah.
that fucking movie, and like it's fucking hype as fuck. Naruto Shippuden, I love Naruto Shippuden. If I had to choose which one I think is better, as much as I love, oh, fuck, that's so hard. I don't think I could. I don't think I could choose one that's better because there's so much awesome shit that happened in Shippuden. But like there's something about original Naruto that's so fucking hype. Like, and I have more nostalgia for it because that's what's going on when I was a kid. Um, I usually just pair them together as one thing anyway. I mean, they kind of are one thing. It, literally, the only difference is that a year and a half passes between them. That's the difference. That's what the difference is. It's all one manga. There's not two mangas. It's one manga. They just gave the sequel, the second part of the show, a subtitle. Ninjas Evangelion, yeah, that's top five. Uh, let's see. Overlord's really good. Does not make the top 10. Perfect Blue and the Patlabor OVA series. It's up there. Definitely top 20, not top 10. Perfect Blue might make top 10. It's a classic movie. Everyone should watch it. It's relevant. It's from 1998 and it's still as relevant today as it was back then. It deals with like fame and like having like how people perceive you in the public versus how you really are, and like how that can affect you mentally and stuff. It's really good. As much as I like Pokemon movies, I probably wouldn't put none of it in the top 10 or anything like that. Uh, if I was to do like I said, if I was to do a Ghibli movie, I would do Princess Mononoke, but there might be enough things in the top 10 that it doesn't make it, but that's okay. Bunny Girl Senpai is pretty good. Probably maybe just beat out for top 10, not probably not top 10. I still need to see that movie. Samurai Champloo, that's probably top 10. I'd have to rewatch it though. Scum's Wish, that's another one that to me I think is close to top 10, might not make it. I'd have to rewatch it. Oh, what else? What else? Skullface, Bookseller, Honda San, that's really good, but not top 10 material. Spice and Wolf's good. Spy X Family's good. Gridman's fucking great. None of those are top 10 though. Summer Wars, that's pretty up there. Probably would rank it right next to Bell. They'd probably both be like really close. It's from the same guy and they have very similar plots. Sword Art, it's too much lost potential. Sword of the Stranger,
I
top five.
wouldn't.
Sword of the Stranger is definitely top
Yes.
five.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sword Art kind of holds a special place in my heart because, yet
it,
again, that was another big one that
yeah.
I started off with, which I do think, like, after, like, kind of growing
Mm-hmm.
in the anime, like,
And being just more exposed to
community
it.
and shit like that, you kind of realize, like, how, like, a lot of the flaws that it has. I do think,
Mm-hmm.
however, it is a very good one to start off with
Yeah.
if you're looking to get into
And
anime.
see, that's I don't know if you caught that, but I said it doesn't make it because it lost potential. To me,
Yeah.
like yeah, there's a lot of tropes and whatever, and like I agree with most flaws that most people bring up in every I hate Sword Online video ever. But the animation's still really good. I think it's really good quality. But the biggest flaw that no one ever talks about is that the first half of that show where they're in Sword Online, the half that they're on Sword Online, should have been like a two or three season anime on its own. It should not have been like
Yeah.
fucking. It shouldn't have been that fucking short. Fucking
Yeah.
fucking halfway through the goddamn show, they go into a whole nother game. That
Yeah.
it should have been like
Yeah.
fucking two or three 25
It
episode seasons of
yeah.
Sword Art Online.
It
That
yeah,
that
it
to me is
should
the
have
biggest
been
lost potential of the show. And like, there's so
yeah.
many side characters that you get like like fucking seconds and barely minutes with that they don't
Yeah.
develop it. That's like the big complaints that none of the characters are developed at all. It's because you don't spend no time with them.
Yeah.
They should have been fucking. They could
Yeah.
have
I agree.
like. I remember this is like one of those random thoughts that I had where I was thinking one day like, man, I could remake Sword Art Online and make it just by expanding the amount of time that you spend with the characters and how long it is, make it 1,000 times better than Sword Art Online. It would be that
Yeah.
easy.
Oh yeah.
And there's like so much that you
Definitely.
could do. I Sword Art Online 2, I forgot that I watched all of it. That shows you how great it was. But yeah, Sword of the Stranger, that's like one of the first big movies I got into. That's how I first like really learned to appreciate like quality animation. Uh because it's got some of the best fight scenes ever, and I recommend everyone watch that movie. Definitely top five. Gurren Lagann, I'd have to rewatch. It's probably top. I'm pretty sure I've said like 10 anime or top five. That one's probably top five. Definitely top 10. I'd have to rewatch it though, but it is fucking great. Time I got reincarnated as a slime. It's really good. I need to watch the rest of it. I only
One
watched the first season.
that's definitely in a top 10 for mine. That
Same
one's
with
really
Ancient
good.
Magus Bride. I really liked it. Probably have to rewatch it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I don't remember a goddamn thing about it.
let's see. Boy and the Beast is really good. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Vinland Saga and Suraduri Children. Vinland Saga is probably definitely top 5 or 10. Same with Violet Evergarden. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've named like 10 or 15 anime as top five. I don't have an actual. I didn't come up with an actual list. I'm just like doing this off the top of my head. But yeah, Violet Evergarden's fucking great. Vinland Saga's fucking great. Can't wait for season two. Suraduri Children. That's like a really funny romantic anime. You would love that if you watched it. Wolf Children's really good. I swear to God, I'm not a furry. Uh, Your Name's
Very
fucking great.
confirmed.
Right, fucking go kill myself. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. A lot of.
Yeah, those are all. Yeah, those are really good ones, man. Like, yeah, I need to get around to watching Vinland Saga,
Mm-hmm. You should.
especially with second season getting ready to come out.
Oh yeah.
But let's see what time we got. 9:40. Holy
Just to
shit.
let you know, we're like about 3 hours in.
This is gonna be a good
Big
long
episode.
first episode. That's fine with me though. I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we should probably call it right here then, because I don't
Alrighty.
really have anything. But
I mean, I
yeah,
could talk
everybody.
forever, but we'll save that for another
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, we gotta save some ideas for the next pods. Um, thank you everybody who stopped by and is checking out our videos. It greatly means a lot and it is very appreciated. Especially with starting a new channel, it's rough. So
Yeah.
please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments.
Mm.
Any feedback
Yeah. Be sure to check out our
is
channels.
very,
Go to Demonic Misfit. That's Gavin's channel. We'll have
yeah,
the link for all the other channels. I have my channel, which right now I don't have any videos planned. I'll just be uploading my uh, streams that I'm streaming on Twitch. So I have the link for my Twitch channel too. I plan on trying to definitely stream painting Warhammer stuff on the weekends, and during the week try and get some gameplay stuff going. And just for now, just to get stuff going on my channel again, that will probably be what I'm uploading. I'll just record the whole stream and just throw that up there. And I know you upload stuff all the time.
do it kind of varies
I
on
mean,
my
it's mostly like
channel.
clips and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of clips. I am trying to look forward to once I actually get a good setup going, actually making like proper,
Yeah, because a lot of your
well
stuff
done
doesn't really have
videos.
commentary, huh?
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is just a lot of random shit, if that's your kind of thing. I am also trying to figure out a streaming schedule that I can actually do on it kind of fucking
Mm-hmm.
regularly, but at the moment it's
Yeah.
kind of it's up in the air at the moment. I might even stream this week, honestly, on
I'm
my
gonna.
next day
I don't
off.
know when this is gonna be released, but
Yeah, I don't know. I
I'm gonna
probably have already
try
streamed.
and stream at least on Wednesdays, and then Saturday and or Sunday, and
Yep.
then
And
maybe try and throw another one or two during the week. I'll have to see. Some days I just don't have the time. Like obviously, like if we're recording together, we don't have the time on those days. But other
yeah,
days, I'll have to see just if I have the time. I mean, I
yeah,
was
and
a year ago. I was streaming like 4 or 5, even like 6 days a week.
oh yeah,
But then I moved and a lot of shit changed. So now I'm just starting back up again. So hopefully
yeah,
I could get them followers and shit.
yeah. And we also have social media for bearded buddies now. We got just about fucking everything.
Yeah.
we've got we've got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. That's yeah. We don't have Facebook yet.
Yeah,
But
fuck it.
we'll fuck. We don't really. I mean, Facebook is kind of irrelevant, honestly. But we'll leave the descriptions down in those for our personal ones and the one for Bearded Buddies. As soon as this launches, you can follow us there, and we'll be as active as we possibly can on it.
Try.
Um, Probably going to be pretty active on our personal ones as well. So just be sure to follow us there. Watch out for updates and
Yeah, I might have to
subscribe. And
work on my personal social media. I don't really. We'll see, but I mean,
yeah,
we could maybe link my Instagram because I do post pictures of the Warhammer stuff I'm working on, like usually,
yeah,
as well as like when I smoke meat and cook and stuff too. So if
yeah,
you like Warhammer and meat,
hell yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching this. If you've made it this far in,
you're
and
officially
have
a
checked
bearded
out the
buddy.
other videos, yeah, you're officially a bearded buddy. Welcome. Subscribe. This is
Like,
gonna
share, and
sound really
comment.
douchey, but the notification bell, if you want to, because I mean
Yeah,
we're a
fuck it.
small channel,
Hit
you're
that
probably
bell.
ain't
Hit that
gonna
bell, bro.
see too often.
Hit the bell,
Hit
bro.
that
Hit
bell.
that bell. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
douchey, I know.
Yeah,
It's
no, no,
really
no.
fucking
It's not
cringe,
douchey. Yeah,
but
everyone asks for it. Everyone asks about it. Everyone says to do it.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking do it. You won't.
Anyways, thank you all. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.